voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Also for your boy, fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
Sorry, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm all on here getting last minute stuff to come on live and talk to y'all about happy Monday. Good morning. Let me sit up. Sorry. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all get up in here and like the video. We have a few things to discuss. Welcome to Monday Morning Joce. A lot has been going on over the weekend, and we will cover as much of it as possible, or at least the big things, okay? Because it was so much going on, I can't catch everything, but I am going to get around to it if I can't today. So today we will be discussing why Amanda Seales feel the need to comment on any Black woman, period, any foundational Black American woman or indigenous Black woman, us, why she feels to comment on us, and she wonder why nobody don't like her. So we're going to discuss that. Also, we're going to discuss Candace Owens debates Nick Cannon on a LGBTQ topic, saying that it's an agenda. We're going to get to that. And then who else we got? Oh, Andrew Schulz receives unaliving threats from the Kendrick Lamar fans, and right now, well, he doesn't seem like he's scared or anything, but he does feel like, okay, now this is going too far, but I thought we were all having jokes. You know what I mean? We'll get to that. And then obviously the big topic that's been going around, Jay-Z, okay? Jay-Z has been accused of SAing a 13-year-old. And I want to say this before we get started with the Jay-Z topic, because I was on Tariq Nasheed Live before I came on here, and I got to tell y'all this. It has nothing to do with race. Very little to do with race, okay? Because this is how you miss the people who participate in your demise. When you sit up there and holler, oh, it's because he's Black. It's because he's Black. Oh, it's white supremacy. No. That don't go like that. See, he got in bed with them people. It's just his turn. Now, does race have a part to play in why they doing him the way they're doing him? Absolutely. But he got in bed with them people to really do bad and harm to other Black people who didn't know, who thought that they were looking at somebody who's Black, who can come up and help them. And, and I can trust this person because he's Black. He's no different than Diddy. What we're not going to do, and I hate even saying that because everybody say it, but what we're not going to do is put this on race. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, okay? Because the facts of the matter are Jay-Z allegedly, but I know I was there and I synced it, but he was over there messing with Foxy when she was, what, 15, 16? Let's talk about it. Don't do that. Do not do that. Please leave race out of it. Please leave race out of it. Because I think this is where Tariq's platform becomes problematic, because he has a large platform and a lot of people take what he says and they go with it. So now they got people in the comments saying, oh, I don't believe that a 13-year-old girl was there drinking. She's 13. And where was her parents? But when I say where was Aaliyah mama, y'all want to drag me. You see how they go? Y'all see how they go? When I say, well, where was Aaliyah mom when Robert Kelly was taking her all up through there and getting married and things of that nature? Then it's, no Aaliyah slander. It ain't got nothing to do with Aaliyah. Aaliyah was 12, 13 years old. Where was her mom? We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So if we're going to play where was the mom game, where was Usher mom, where was Justin Bieber mom, where was everybody that ever touched the Disney Channel mom, where was Fox's mom, Lil Kim's mom, let's roll it out. Where was all of them on? So no, we're not doing that, okay? We're not doing that. If we're going to say, this is the facts. People sell their kids. I told y'all. Y'all think that's just some crazy clear people thing. No. For the love of money is the root to all evil. Even us, we sell our kids. It's horrible to hear. I know it's like you can't fathom it because the people you see every day ain't like that, but it's the God honest truth. People sell their kids. When R. Kelly said he had them girls underage, but he was paying their parents, and when the check stopped, that's when they started acting crazy, I believed him 1,000,000,000 quadrillion%. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. How you have a 16-year-old going off for months and weeks at a time, missing school for weeks and months at a time. You got paid, and when the check stopped at 18, he said, No, you say, I want my child back. Now you want to blast him. No, they're all complicit. So if we're going to play the where's the moan game, we got a lot of moans to look for, okay? Let's start there first. But I want to make this abundantly clear. Abundantly clear. This thing with Jay-Z has nothing to do, well, little to do with race. Do you understand what I'm saying? He was in bed with them people. They were all cool. He shook hands, rubbed shoulders with them people. He ain't no different from them people. Did he neither? They are stop looking at race, because if you look at race, the snake gonna bite you every time. It ain't got nothing to do with race. Sometimes you don't understand that the so-called white supremacists will get a few of you to be in charge of you and to take advantage of you so that they can reap the benefit, but through your own kind. It's a real thing. So I'm not running with the narrative of, I don't believe it because they just trying to take a black man down. Okay, well, when Kanye said Jay-Z and all of them was in on it, I forgot. Y'all called him crazy. This ain't got nothing to do with race. I'm sorry, little to do with race. It's his turn. The part that's racial about this is they are through using you to really do harm to your people, and they on to the next. So now it's your turn. All of them gonna have a turn. You got to know that. All of them get a turn. I told you, you leave with what you come in with when it pertains to the industry. You can make $1 quadrillion. You're going to leave with exactly the same thing you came in with. Nothing, even after death. Tina Turner, didn't the clear husband get all her? Girl, stop acting crazy. Y'all get in here and like the video. Oh, and that's another thing. Let me get Beyonce on here. To the not the bar. What they is? The bar, not Barty game. The Beehive. She stole that from Kim anyway, Lil Kim. But anyway, to the Beehive, your queen isn't innocent. She's not. You don't get that high up in those people's establishment without doing some really vile, horrible things. It just does not go like that. So she's not innocent. I don't know what she did, but she's not innocent. Didn't the baby tell y'all that they had an after party with big time celebrities? And who was the two he named? Jay-Z and Beyonce? We not doing that. We not doing that. Your queen ain't innocent. And at this point, I want them all to go. I don't care. All of them. All of them. I don't care. I don't have no attachment to none of them. They can all go. Neither here nor there. You guys get the likes up on the video. We got to get into the live today. You guys, I hope y'all are having a wonderful beginning of the week. I know things have been crazy over the weekend. It was a crazy weekend. Yeah, and it was so much going on. Yes, I saw the clip, Tatiana. I'm gonna play it over here. But it was so much going on. It's ridiculous. Y'all get the likes up. Only 201 likes and 535 people in the building. Y'all get the likes up. And we're gonna get right into it because I have a lot to discuss and a lot to deal with. Okay. because I don't want to. No, I'm not even gonna say it because every time I say I don't want to, it happens. So let's get into it. All right, so shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I need everybody to jump on that like button. Okay. So now let's start the show with Amanda Seales. Now y'all know how I feel about Amanda Seales. I can't stand. Listen to me and listen to me good. I cannot stand that perpetual victim cosplaying Black American Amanda Seales. I literally don't like her. There's nothing about her that I like. Literally nothing. And I see why every day why nobody else likes her either. Okay? I don't like her. And I don't. Okay? We're going to get into it. Thank you, TL, for the super chat. Gonna have to catch a playback. Just left my biopsy and high as giraffe coochie. Too high to comprehend anything. Love you, Vu. Love you more, TL, and get well soon, baby. We gonna be up out of there. We gonna come up out of that chemo, baby. Don't worry about it. Much love to you, TL. Get on home, get you some rest, and come on back. We'll be here. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Please get the likes up on the video. All right. So let me say this. This is the problem that I have with Amanda Seales. Hold on.
Ma'am,
This is the problem that I have with Amanda Seales. Nobody provokes Amanda Seales to come out and say something stupid. See, I see why everybody hates her. Because I hate her. And I don't even know her. The Shannon Sharp interview made me hate her. And I didn't even know I hated her that much until the Shannon Sharp interview. I hate Amanda Seales. I do. Thank you, Your Highness, for being a member for 1 month. Vu gonna definitely have the tea and is. Y'all get in here and like the video. So Amanda Seales is one of those people who nobody likes, yet she cries victimhood because it suits her, and she has light-skinned privilege and cosplays as Black American. And I don't understand it. You know, I can recall when I first, because remember, I'm from New Orleans. When I grew up in New Orleans, we didn't have all these cultures. It was Black, a sprinkle of clear, and the Vietnamese. That's all. I didn't grow up around the Caribbean people. I didn't grow up around, now don't get me wrong. We had some Honduran, but it was like a small few. My ex-husband is from Honduras, but I didn't know that because he looked like me. You know what I'm saying? And now I know the difference, but back then. So when I finally was introduced to all of these different cultures, one thing I noticed about these cultures were so proud and so, oh, my flag. Oh, I'm not Black, I'm Jamaican. I'm not Black, I'm Bahamian. I'm not Black, I'm Dominican. Me no Black. Oh, they will separate for us. Listen, in a quick second, until they started to realize that Black Americans literally run the world. But I found it mad funny because the same people who, whenever something negative going on, they'll say, oh no, I'm not that. They're the same ones when it benefits them and it suits them to say, I'm Black. Part of this is our fault, Black America, because we were under the guise and under the indoctrination that everybody that shares our skin color is the same. But shout out to us. We've waken up out of that. We've completely waking up away from that. And I love that for us. Okay. Girl, Bree, thank you for the super chat. Bree said, good morning, Acorn. Didn't know Amanda sang with Floetry. Girl, Amanda was a background. Girl, Amanda did a Tweety Bird hum and got fired. Don't let that. Girl, Amanda was not with no Floetry like that. Amanda could never even hang with Marsha. Girl, please. And Marsha voice can be annoying sometimes, but the girl voice is a thing. Girl, Amanda, girl, bye. Girl. Amanda was with Floetry long enough to say she was with Floetry. And that's when Marsha was beefing with the girl who do the poetry. Girl, Amanda around here telling people she was with Floetry. Girl, Amanda, you can't, girl, you can't do no poetry. So what you was on there singing? We already got Marsha. We didn't need you to do. Girl, but girl, Amanda, she blows me. But where was I? So I found recently, even though, like I said, we have part to blame to that because we were taught that we will argue people down and tell them they black. Remember the Tyler girl when she said she was colored? Black people got all up in arms. She just don't want to be black. How about she's not? So now that the world is starting to see that Black America literally runs all of the industries, like none of them exist without us. Now everybody wants to lay claim to black. Okay. Now Amanda Seales is one who has this. I found with these foreigners with the hard R, not the other foreigners. I'm talking about the ones with the hard R, the foreigners with the hard R. I find that they always mysteriously have a missing daddy. Y'all put a one in the chat. It'd be like when you go to look them up, you see their mama, and the mama be whatever island or country or continent they from. But then you be saying, well, where's the daddy? The daddy always come up missing. But they'll say the daddy was a Black American. How convenient. How convenient. The daddy always missing in these cases. If you ask me, the daddy ain't missing. They just didn't put him out there because they want you to think that they have a foundational Black American daddy or a Black American daddy, and they don't. They are who they are, okay? They are who they are. Now, as it pertains to Amanda Seales, I don't know if she watched a bunch of Spike Lee movies from back in the day. I don't know if she watched a bunch of Spike Lee movies back in the day, but she went into she looked like she went into a dashiki bag in a closet, and they put a dashiki tornado on her. And every time you see her, she got braids. She wearing the Africa colors. She's over there with the big hoop earrings. Now she over here looking like a b-boy, but she really like a stupid girl. Like she's always putting on so hard to prove that she's black or Black American. And this is the gag. Black Americans never have to do that because we are. Period. You know a Black American when you see one. We don't have to overly talk a certain way, overly dress a certain way, proclaim to be. The girl says she is the expert on hip hop because she took a hip hop master's degree at one of them clear schools. So now she's the expert on hip hop. Amanda Seales make my head hurt. Now, why is this important? One of the things Amanda likes to do is comment on Black American stuff because the Grenadian or Grenada, or I don't know what they call them people, I guess they don't have nothing going on. And this is another thing I want to ask the foreigners with the hard R. Since we're here. I have a question. Y'all come to America or y'all get born into America, most of you tether babies, y'all get born into America and act like y'all want to claim the country you from, but y'all don't go back and do nothing for them people. As a matter of fact, every time I go to one of them countries, they drag for y'all. They don't see y'all as the same. But y'all always, I'm this, I'm that. But y'all don't never go back to your country. Y'all just adopt the American moniker and then be whatever island or country or continent you from whenever it suits you. That's what you do. And the people who are there don't like you. They think y'all are fake. They call y'all $5, put the country or the island at the end. They do. I just wanted to tell y'all that. I be talking to them. Oh, yeah, do talk to them. Oh, yeah, when I go over there, when I be going travel, I do talk to them. I said, well, what y'all think about? Oh, they don't like y'all, girl. They don't like y'all. But anyway, Amanda Seales decides to do something unprovoked that nobody asked her to do. Comment on Nene Leakes' looks. Now, let me say this first and foremost. Nene Leakes has had heavy plastic surgery. Nene Leakes, the problem I have with you, girl, is you gonna get on here and act like we can't see what we see. Now, that's not the problem. The problem I have with this whole situation is foreigners with the hard R don't get to come in and critique nobody of us. You just don't. You don't get to critique nothing from us. That don't go like that. Now, here's Nene before and after. Nene wanted to say she had a contour on her face. Nene, please. But you know what? Because I'm on your side, because you are a foundational Black American or a Black American or Acorn or whatever it is, I'm going to leave my criticism aside. This is Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes has literally morphed into something else. I told you all these black women looking like they're turning clear. Okay. So Nene Leakes posted a video and some photos, and people were like, oh my God, the surgeries. And Nene came out and was like, I ain't had no surgeries. Girl, a drag for another day. But Amanda Seales decides that she wants to be the person to comment on this. And for the life of me, I never understood, first of all, why she felt that she could. Hold on. I don't know why she felt that she could. This is why she don't have a man nor friends. I can see why Amanda don't have a man or no friends, because you're a horrible, like, dark-hearted person. And mind your business. Stay out of Black American business. Go find somebody from Grenada that's one of the doggone other celebrities and talk about them. Keep your plantain-eating lips off of Black American women, off of Black America, period, if you ask me. But nevertheless, Amanda Seales goes on her podcast to talk about the Nene Leakes thing, and it pissed me off. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let's get into it.
Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes. Now, I let me just tell y'all something. I don't really have a lot of energy to talk about stuff like this, but I can't stand lies. Ma'am, you done cut all the mess out of your nose. Quit lying to us. And more importantly, to yourself. Like, I don't even understand this. She always says that she just has superb makeup. Makeup doesn't shave a jaw.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that much about plastic surgery, but I don't believe her. I don't believe that's makeup. So yeah.
I want her to just own that she wanted to do this to herself. Like, if that's what it is, that's what it is. You got new eyelids, sis. I don't like it. I don't like it. Her nose is on a path of self-destruction.
Self-destruction.
Okay? Yes.
Yeah, it was self-destruction.
It is funky fresh, dressed to impress, ready to party.
Yeah.
And we love a glow up. We do. However, if you're not going to be honest with what you're doing to yourself, it concerns me that you're not honest about how you could possibly be harming yourself. And that's where my heart lands with that one. So hopefully she gets some people around her that say, no, it's not Nene today, Lanethea. We got to talk about body dysmorphia.
Wow.
Now, this is the thing I don't understand. First of all, it's not that what she's saying is wrong. She's not wrong in what she's saying. But there are two issues I take up with this. Number one, if we're going to talk about body dysmorphia, why y'all don't have the same energy for the BBL girls? No shade to nobody who got a BBL, but y'all don't just get one. It's like Lay's potato chips. You can't eat just one. If we're going to talk about body dysmorphia, why don't they have the same energy for the BBL girls? Because it's all the same. It's all the same. Why isn't the same input put out there for the BBL girls? Oh, I know, because all your friends and co-workers and family have the BBLs. Very few of them have the face thing. Girl, bye. And that's why I say it's hypocritical. You want to talk about body dysmorphia? And listen, body dysmorphia is a real thing. But if you want to talk about body dysmorphia, then we all need to, not you though. Not you. You go to Grenada and you talk to Grenadian women about their body dysmorphia. You are not invited to that conversation because this doesn't concern you. Lanethea doesn't concern you. But if Black America want to talk about body dysmorphia, which is a real thing, then we need to sit around the round table, all of us, or go sit on a carpet with our legs crossed Indian style, and we need to have the whole conversation. The whole conversation. The BBLs, the butt lifts, the boob lifts, the implants, the face stuff, all of it. The teats. Girl, please. Girl, don't get me started. Don't get me started. So, first First of all, I don't feel like you're coming from a genuine place. Secondly, don't you ever point your finger at a Black American woman. Go to Grenada and point that finger at them. Because I know some of them girls got BBLs. I done been through the islands. They all got BBLs. Not all of them, but a lot of the BBL trend is all over. Okay? So don't you point that finger at Lenithia. That is not your place, foreigner with the hard R. Your place is to go back to Grenada and point the finger at them. Go see what the girls over there need. See, that's the problem I have with this heifer. I do not like Amanda Seales. You literally insert yourself in stuff that has nothing to do with you. And if Nene would have came back and read the braids from under your scully, then you would have been on here crying. And that's another thing I can't stand about you, because you can't roll with the girls. You cannot roll with the girls with the mouth. You can't. And if Nene would have came back here and rolled you out and read the braids from under your scully and off of your scalp, then you would have came out here saying, oh, everybody hates me. All I don't do anything. I just mind my business. And I'm just a Black woman just like you. No, you're not a Black woman just like me. No, you're not. You're a Black woman, yes, but not like me. See, and I'm so happy maybe Nene didn't see it, but if Nene sees it, I hope she read the light-skinnedness off you. I do. See, Amanda Seales look like she ain't never got beat up before. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Amanda, mind your business. Go back to Grenada, whatever you call it. Go back over there. Go back to the girls. Go get back to the neighborhoods over there. Start you a girls organization, okay? Start you a girls organization and go and talk to the young girls so that they don't grow up with body dysmorphia. If you want to give back and talk to Black women, go talk to the Black women over there. Leave the ones over here out your mouth. Please and thank you. Go back to Grenada, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure your grandma and them still there. Go back down there. Start you a foundation for the young girls. And get you, start them at 11, 12, 13, and talk to them about body positivity and body dysmorphia so they don't have to worry about growing up wanting to go get the face cut off and all of that. See, your priorities all are in the wrong place. And this is why I don't like the foreigners with the hard R. I love foreigners. I love my island people. I love my Black Latinos because I feel like we all are akin. But the problem I have is y'all want to say that you're us and you're not. I can't go to Jamaica and say I'm Jamaican. I can't go to Grenada and say I'm Grenadian. I can't go to Antigua and tell them people I'm Antiguan. You see what I'm saying? But every time y'all come over here, y'all want to mosey on in and blend in like a chameleon and go, because I'm a Black woman. I'm a Black woman. And you're not saying it in the sense of I share the same hue. You're saying it in the sense of you and I are the same and you're not. And that's why we keep calling y'all out and dragging y'all down to the ground every chance we get. Amanda Seales, go lay down, please. Like I say, you could do a lot on your island, Fed. Please go back down there. Okay? Go back to Grenada. Give back to them young girls. I'm pretty sure they love to see you. Okay? Moving on. Because Amanda, every time I see her say something, I get mad. I don't even have to hear it first. When I see her on like viral, like on the neighborhood talk or the shade room, before I even play the video, I get mad. Something about Amanda Seales upsets my spirit. Let's move on. Now we got to get into Andrew Schulz. So Andrew Schulz, y'all know him. He is the guy that came out and said he would R Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Lamar had a line in his song that says, don't let no white comedian talk about no Black woman. That's law, right? Now, he never said a name, but somehow Andrew Schulz, a clear man with a PDF file mustache, look like he drive a white van with no windows. He decides to come out and say something, I guess on his behalf, but it was kind of giving hit dog hollers because ain't nobody say your name. Like literally nobody said it's Andrew Schulz. Don't let Andrew Schulz do X, Y, and Z. Literally nobody. But Andrew Schulz wanted to go viral, and he did, saying some really heinous, horrible things about this man, Kendrick Lamar, regardless of how tall or how short he is, this is still a man. And you are still a clear man who come from a culture that practices this type of disgusting behavior. Not all clear people. I'm talking about the ones like that. And you think telling a joke like that is funny? And not to mention, other Black people thought it was, and let me say this to Negroes. See, you Negroes is so fickle. You know, it's all good. It's black until it's against your fave. All you weird, confused fans that Drake done raised, it's a bunch of Negroes, clears, and mixtures of them all. All of y'all weird, confused, emotional, one step away from jumping off the bridge fans, y'all will sit up here and say he's justified in what he's doing because you feel played that your fave has ended his own career. He did. Because let me tell you why I say Drake ended his own career. Because he could have still had a career, and he may still have one, but he inches closer and closer to not having one at all. He could have still had a career even after Kendrick bodied him, buried him, dug him back up, and buried him again. All he had to do was shut up for about 6 months to a year, drop an album, and your little troll, your little Drakeettes was gonna buy it. And it was going to make you trend online, and it was just going to roll with the punches. But Drake decided to do what the clears do and go Karen, and now he want to sue the same companies that provided him bots. Now he want to say, oh, y'all must have provided Kendrick bots. Let's say they did. Let's say they provided Kendrick some bots. It was cool when they did it for you. But now that they're doing it for Kendrick, now you want to sue? Anyway, Drake is ending his own career. Ain't no, if Drake never touches the mic again, that's because of Drake. Okay, let's start that. But anyway, I seen a lot of Negroes on here hollering, "Oh, well, it's fair game. It's fair game." The clears, I understand, are gonna say that because that's how they are. They're gonna stick together no matter what, good, bad, or indifferent. But, however, the Negroes who sit alongside of him, Charlamagne, and that black dude, that other black dude, they say he ain't from Acorn. The black chick that I'm about to show you, the Negroes that sit alongside him and the Negroes who big him up because you in your feelings about another grown man, y'all come from a different stratosphere. Y'all ain't even real. Okay? Now, he came out and said some heinous things and saying he was going to R-word Kendrick. And the Kendrick fans, the Lamars, I don't know what they call them, they went ham. He had to know that was coming. He had to know that was coming. Because listen, I'm not sitting up here bigging up the Kendrick fans, but I am good. I'm here for the cause. Yeah, you don't get to say what you want to say out your mouth. Gone are the days where we allow these clears to just say and do whatever they want to say and do. Now, I don't condone bullying. But you play with fire, you get burned. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So you got up here and literally detailed R-wording a grown man while 3 other grown men sat by and laughed. And you thought you was just gonna ride off into the sunset. See, the new Negroes, them YNs, they don't care about no racists and no white supremacy and no KKK. They don't even know about the KKK. They don't care. They will crash out. They barely know about doggone slavery. The slavery story stopped at my generation. Let's talk about it. Okay? So they don't care that you're clear, even if you are an orange juice. I don't know, but none of that matters to them. They are going to crash out, and they did. So they started sending him unaliving threats. This is the problem I had with it. First of all, he didn't look like he was scared, and we're going to get into it. But you got to understand symbolism. I need y'all to understand symbolism. Please understand symbolism. It's the subconscious that runs you daily, not the conscious. It's the subconscious that runs you daily, not the conscious. It is the subconscious that runs you daily, not the conscious. That's why you take the same route home every day. That's why you get up in the morning and have the same ritual. If it's getting up, washing your hands, or using the bathroom first, like mine is, I get up, I use the bathroom, wash my hands, brush my teeth. It's the subconscious that runs you daily, not the conscious. And people understood in the past that if you can play on the subconscious, you can literally create a whole new way people think, act, and do everything else. Now, why is this important? Why is this important? So, in the video, the original video, Andrew Schulz is the only clear, well, no, it was another clear man on the couch, and then you have an Indian, and you have what seems to be or looks to be an FBA dude. He is disparaging and talking about R-wording a whole grown man, talking about taking it from him, describing holding his legs up, all types of craziness. And these men nervously laughed, or not nervously, the Indian was laughing until it was his turn. But they laughed and joked and he, because if it gives to me, they scared. But the problem I have is the symbolism shows that all of these people agree that in the name of comedy, you can say something as heinous as that and get away with it. But watch that fire you play with. Watch that. See, it don't matter now because it's not against your faith. But see, or because it's against your faith. But when it don't benefit your faith and they start getting on TV saying stuff like, oh, I hate Black Americans, I want to hang them from trees like we did back in the early 1900s, then it's going to be a big uproar. But what if they say, no, it was in the name of comedy. It was in the name of comedy. It was in the name of comedy. Then you ain't going to find it funny. See, it's cool now because it benefits your faith. When it don't benefit your faith, then it's, oh my God, they racist, da. And that's the part I don't understand. But I understand that my people, I love my people. We have zero foresight. Zero. That's why most of us live for the weekend. Let me say that part again, because I don't want that to go over nobody's head in the chat. My people, I love us down to the ground, but we have zero foresight as a collective. We don't think past the weekend. We don't. So in the now, if it makes us feel good, we go with it. We roll with it. But then when the later on down the line, that feel good comes back to bite us, then we sitting up here hollering white supremacy. And I be sitting here saying, no, you kind of help play a part in your own demise. You can't sit up here and say it's okay today, but wrong tomorrow. If it's wrong today and tomorrow. And take race out of it. A grown man speaking about R-wording a grown man is always wrong. Even in the matter of fact, I told y'all, people tell you the truth two ways, in a joke and mad day. And especially during the joke, even if you try to say, but I'm a comedian. No. That has never been funny and it never will be funny, okay? So let's get into it. So after that happened, a lot of people started to speak out. Meek Mill being one of them, he started to speak out, talking about how Andrew Schulz saying what he's saying was wrong. Basically, Meek Mill says, white man saying there are R-word black men openly is extreme, and then say it's just a joke. Black manhood, not a joke. I seen them same guys saying I was gay on his stand-up. My white friends like it's a joke. We don't joke like that in the black community at all. And this is what I got to tell y'all about the clears. Ain't nothing wrong with having clear friends. But you got to know this. Y'all are genetically and culturally completely opposite. You are genetically and culturally completely opposite. I work around clear men. The way they horseplay and joke is different. Horseplaying to them is putting they peen on their front head and taking a picture, or putting it on the mouth and taking a. That's what. Not all of them, but I'm just saying I see them putting their fingers up each other's butt and thinking that's their humor. That's not our humor. And we have to know this moving forward. Y'all think, oh, we're all a human race. Like that lady, the old clear lady who everybody thought she was so great because she used to talk about how black people was this and black people was that. Jane Elliott. We're all one human race. No, we're not. We're different. And that's okay. But I need my black people all over the diaspora who got these clear friends who find this funny. That should tell you, if you haven't known before, that this is funny to them, but that's not funny to y'all. Okay? So Meek Mill spoke out. Now, mind you, Andrew Schulz have been going back and forth, clapping back at everybody. He even clapped back at what's his name? Ice Cube's son. And told him he need to go check out No Vaseline. Let's get him up here. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please. Please get the likes up. So he says, O'Shea Jackson. I was about to say O'Shea Duke Jackson. O'Shea Jackson Jr., which is Ice Cube's son, says weird ass nigga. And then Andrew responds, no, Google No Vaseline by Ice Cube. So what Andrew is doing is he's trying to play the game of, oh, well, you do it. Well, you do it. Like the N-word. Y'all call each other N-words. Why can't we? You do it. And this is another thing, too, to black men, black people, period. It's certain things we're going to have to stop doing, too, to each other outside of this. Outside of this. But the facts of the matter is, all of this stuff that's happening is disgusting. And this clear boy is standing on his square and don't care about none of that stuff. He don't care about none of what nobody's talking about, because him and people like him are running around saying, oh my God, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, huh? So hold on, because I want to show y'all something. There has been a debate going on about if it's right or wrong. And like I said, it's mostly the foreigners with the hard R and a few others. But a lot of these people are finding ways to say, oh, this is okay, right? Because before we get into Andrew Schulz talking about being threatened to be unalived, I want to get into some of what some people had to say. Now, one thing that caught me was DJ Academics. Now, DJ Academics jumped in and he had this to say. And let me say this before I play this. I cannot say that I completely disagree with DJ Academics. I can't. As a matter of fact, I agree with DJ Academics. I just don't agree in the why he's saying what he's saying. See, he's saying what he's saying because he's a Drake stan and da-da-da-da. But the words in which he's using is absolutely true. Let's get into DJ Academics. He's saying that basically, okay, y'all want to be mad at Andrew Schulz, but when Big Bite Saucy Santana said he was going to bend me over, everybody was cool with it. He's not lying. Check this out. Get the likes up on the video.
He says, you know, he could have Kendrick bouncing on his cock. Like, really? You know what I mean? If he wanted to. Now, y'all all know I'm not the biggest fan of talking about fucking other men, right? However, I do like, and I'm only here to call out hypocrisy, okay? Y'all all remember when Saucy Santana made the reference saying that he wanted to squabble with me, and after he called himself knocking me out, he said he would fuck me, right? Pause. Damn, it sounded even bad saying that. The entire culture laughed. Everybody fucking laughed. Oh my God, I can't imagine academics just getting fucked by Saucy. Everybody laughed. I remember looking up. Not one person said, that's wrong. Threatening.
Let me stop him right here. One person did say something that was of relevance. Charleston White. I don't know if y'all remember that. Charleston White came out and said, this shit done gone too far. Charleston White came out and dragged Saucy for that. He did. And he talked about the people who condoned it. He did.
And R word isn't cool. I remember, but I did tell you, it's better to be liked than to be right. Didn't I tell y'all that? Saucy Santana threatens to take it without my permission. It's hilarious. Saucy, go ahead and take it from that nigga, man. I can't. Everybody's saying that. Let's see what they say when it's hip-hop savior. Because here's the thing about hip-hop. The perceived masculinity or the masculine just bravado effect of being in this culture, the easiest way to disarm somebody, if somebody says, yo, I'm gonna shoot you, if as a white guy, if you said, okay, and I'm gonna just kiss you, it makes everybody uncomfortable, and we've yet to see someone respond appropriately when someone is when someone approaches them, or not approaches, but says they're gonna do some gay shit to them. I mean, shit, I didn't even know what to respond when that Fruit Loop Saucy Santana said he was gonna fuck me. I was just like, what the fuck I say to this? Nigga, I've argued with thousands of people online. That's when the nigga say, yo, I'm gonna fuck you. I'm like, what the fuck do I say to this one? So that is
Let me say this. He's not wrong. See, when we become selective on who we want to say is cool for and who we don't say is cool for, like I say, what happens is it works for you in the moment. But when it don't work for you, then we want to go all up in the uproar. He's not wrong. I came on my stream and said it was wrong for Saucy to say that. But I know that Black people love right now, I don't know how, but the culture are giving the gay Black male a pass. So it's not cool when nobody says. Saucy was wrong for saying that, because if academics had said that to Saucy, then y'all would want academics locked up in the jail. If academics had seen Saucy one day and knocked Saucy out because Saucy can't fight, and knocked Saucy out, which I don't see because it don't look like Ack could throw no punch neither. But let's just give a hypothetical. If academics had seen Saucy after that comment and knocked Saucy out, all of Black culture would have been in the uproar. Oh, you wrong. He a punk. You ain't had to do that. You ain't had to do that. But he don't have to threaten to say some stuff. Listen, I'm not even a man, and I understand men don't play like that. Y'all, I don't care if they gay men, straight men. Nobody should laugh at nobody being R-worded. Nobody should turn a blind eye to nobody saying they would R-word nobody. And the fact that we do, I still, for the life of me, don't understand how we can have a pass over here then be mad over here. Like if you don't have if it's cool when they say it to Saucy, then I need all of the K-bots to stand down. So I just want to add that little tidbit in, because what we're not going to do is act like, oh, this isn't something that we've seen. And this is the problem with Black America. Like I said, on top of us having zero foresight, we don't know how to basically understand right is right and wrong is wrong. We want to be selective when right is right and wrong is wrong. And that's how we get played every time. Now, let me show you this coon. Let me show you this coon here. Maul, Rory and Maul. Let me say this something I noticed. Hold on.
We needed Schulz to tell us that hip hop has had a misogyny.
Let me say this. Let me set this up right quick. One thing I noticed about all these dudes that come on these podcasts, you Negroes can't have not one podcast by yourself. I could count on one hand, two hands, how many Negroes got all Black podcasts. Y'all stay having to have a clear person, especially if it's like a production and they got like writers or people who, oh, you got to have a clear. You Negroes can't do nothing independently. And it's sad. And it's weird. Every time you sitting on here discussing your people and your culture, is always a clear on the shoulder to the left of you. Oh, but it's okay. He's a part of the culture. He likes hip hop. He can speak about it. Think about all of your top podcasts. They always have a clear sitting there with them. Period. Joe Budden, all of them. All of them. Remember what I told you. When the powers that be realize all you got to do is control the subconscious, then you'll control the actions of the people. Why is this important? Visuals matter. When you sitting up there looking at a Black man speak about your culture, and a clear man can say and jump in on that topic, when let's back it up. You don't see the opposite on the other side. If they were discussing rock and roll, you think Rory would be on that podcast? If the podcast was about rock and roll or country music, do you really think that Rory, which one is the black one? The black one. Do you think that he would be on that podcast? Because he wouldn't. And you Negroes run to these clear people every chance you get. You are part of the reason why you jacked up. I don't care. All you big time people who come up here with all of this tea, where y'all run to? The Clears. They got too many popping black podcasters, even if it's foreigners. They got too many black podcasters that's popping right now. You Negroes, every chance you get, go running with your head up to the Clears. Then turn around and wonder why. But white supremacy, I don't white supremacy my ass. Because you act like you can't live without them anyway. You can't get no fire podcast with the production and the directors and all of that unless a Clear standing next to you. Debate your own. I just want to add that tidbit in because that's something I always notice. And if you think I'm lying, I think I can name a couple that don't. There's 4 young brothers who talk about political stuff. I can't remember their name. They sit in a circle with their mics. Then there's the Breakfast Club is just 2 black people on it, but it's ran by Clears anyway. So you know what I mean? Shannon Sharp is a one-man show, but he worked for the Clears. But 99% of your podcast gonna always have a Negro and a Clear. Now, why is this important? Why is this important? So, oh yeah, somebody said 85 South. Yeah, them too. That's the name, Cartier Brothers Asada. Okay, that's their name. I watch them all the time. They have a political channel. They're really good. I love them. So anyways, look, peep game. So Rory and Mal, after being fired and kicked off the Joe Budden podcast, they decide to go and do their own thing. Okay, they decided to go and do their own thing. And and let me say this too before we move on. When I tell y'all a Clear is always involved in these podcasts, Let me tell you why. Because even if the Clear ain't on the front of the screen, because I see y'all naming a couple other people, they on the back side of the screen. If a Clear is not shoulder to shoulder, they behind the scenes. You know that, right? Most of them are signing deals with the powers that be. How you think doggone what's this? Gillian Wallow? Who you think they signed with? Mason Camp? Who you think they signed with? Them niggas ain't had no money. Them broke ass niggas ain't had no money. Shannon Sharp? Who you think? Come on, man. I need y'all to put your thinking caps on. Put your thinking caps on. Who you think these big podcasters are backed by? You think these black people putting up all their own money and having their own production and their own team of black? Come on, man. Shit, quiet as it's kept. I want to say Tasha K is the only black podcaster I've seen with a huge production, and it's just her and her husband. Lovely T is a large channel, but she's kind of like more like subtle. I'm talking about like with the production, like Tasha K got a set and lighting, and it's her and her husband. But for the most part, 99% of these podcasters either got a Clear shoulder to shoulder or one behind the camera. Facts. $1 million worth of game got hundreds of millions of dollars to do a podcast. Ain't that much podcasting in the world. Ain't that much of Wallow running around here giving inspirational runs in the world. And guess what? They can't say what they want on them podcasts. So keep that in mind. But why is this important? After Rory and Mal gets fired and kicked off of the Joe Budden podcast, they decide to go and start their own thing. Fine, cool, kudos, whatever. So they go and start their own situation, and all their fans left with them. And they have been talking about, hip hop and things the same way they were doing on Joe Budden podcast. Now, one thing I noticed on the podcast when I used to watch the Joe Budden pod with them on there is not so much Rory. Is Rory the one with the clear one? Not the clear one, but you see that black one? He is the most emotional, soft, cotton candy tissue eating nigga I've seen in my life. He is one of the softest nigga. Soft. He's so soft. It's almost like if you poke him in the stomach, he goes, like the Pillsbury Doughboy. He's soft. Charmin soft. Cotton ball soft. Like emotional. Carl Thomas emotional. Singing in the rain, grabbing at the wind. He ain't even grabbing for no bitch. He just grabbing for his feelings type shit. He's so soft. I don't know, maybe because I grew up with a masculine daddy and I date real masculine men who work with their hands and they get their hands dirty. When I see soft niggas who look like they bathed in caress, it just bothers me sometimes. I'm just like, ugh, get this nigga from around here. Ugh. Ugh. Like he smell like Dove soap, man. He ain't using no man soap. He might use damn Secret. Well, they say it's soft, if they say it's strong enough for a man and made for a woman, what's the problem? Old crying ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You get into it with the nigga, he starts shedding tears and shit, and then he won't start windmilling because he can't control his emotions ass nigga. That's what I get from this nigga here. I've always gotten it. I've never had the chance to say it because I don't really talk about him that much. But now that we're here, I just want to say that, Maul, you are soft as baby shit. I'm sorry. And I'm a woman. I feel like my nuts is heavier than yours, and I ain't even got none. Anyways, Maul decides, because he's a Drakeette, that he's going to take up for Andrew Schulz. Oh, it's just comedy. It's just comedy. But this is the part that bothers me. They let the clear people, the clear man behind the camera and the clear man that's sitting next to him say that, oh, they tried to flip the narrative and say, now it wasn't really about Kendrick per se. It was about hip hop. And everybody is misogynistic. They just trying to put it on hip hop. And look at them all. I don't care. Because it was just a joke. It's a comedian. I don't care. Because he's just in his feelings. Oh, little, thing probably look like a Laviana sausage. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying that's what I imagine when I see soft niggas like Maul. Okay? So, with that being said, Maul gets on here and he have his words to say. But like I said, they moved the goalpost. They pushing the narrative that it's about an attack on black men in hip hop. And that is part of the situation. But the facts and the reason why we're here is because this clear man detailed and joked about R-wording another man, a black American man at that. And we not going. So let's get into a few things that Maul had to say in defense of the clear man. Y'all get the likes up on the video. We can't listen to it all, but we can listen to enough. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
But he's not all hip. He's not all hip hop. What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
No, I think he spoke about things directly associated with Kendrick.
He did, but I think what people are more upset about is not him saying, well, I guess some people are upset that he said he'd fuck Kendrick Lamar. But the overall outrage I've seen is, who is Schulz to criticize hip hop, and what does that even have to do with you and Kendrick Lamar? What?
That's always a slippery, because on one hand, Schulz has obviously supported hip hop.
How has he supported?
Wait, hold on. I don't want to make this like I'm going against Schulz, but I have to give some. Since fucking when has Andrew Schulz given back to hip hop?
Well, you say, see, giving back. Do you think that Andrew Schulz has ever purchased tickets to hip hop shows? Do you think he's ever purchased hip hop music? Do you?
I actually don't think
so. If you purchase tickets to hip hop shows, then you have a right to speak on the culture. And this is why Black America, this is why we don't own shit. This is why these Negroes can't even own their own podcast. They got to have a clear next to them. This is why. Well, didn't he buy a ticket to a show in '96 when Pac came to New York? Didn't he go to that show? So that should make him qualified to speak. To be completely honest, I don't think nobody outside the culture is qualified to criticize or speak on it at all. Nigga, you a guest. You a listener. You a fan. Nigga, you don't get to come in here and say nothing. Let's go critique our other cultures that we created and y'all stole. If I start a podcast critiquing all the clear people in rock and roll and in country music, which my people created, let's talk. If I created a podcast right now that solely focuses on criticizing and discussing country music and rock and roll, girl, they'll take my head off my shoulders. But black people, come on into the cookout. Y'all love sitting up next to a clear person, and most of the time, or some of the time, the clear person be having more sense than you Negroes. Because it's the clear boy who's saying, come on now, when has he ever supported hip hop? This is Rory's reason why it was okay for Andrew to even speak on the culture or for even to saying the things that he say. This is what I be talking about. Soft ass niggas. Get the likes up on the video.
All right, man. Y'all, all right, dog.
Y'all
don't think Andrew Schulz has ever been to a hip hop concert in his life?
Cool.
Nobody in here thinks Andrew Schulz has ever been to a hip hop concert.
I don't think.
Oh yeah, of course.
No, he's been to 15 50 Cent shows last year. I don't think he paid for the ticket.
I'm not saying. I said supported hip hop.
Okay, supported is paying.
Andrew
I don't
Schulz
think
has
that
a
he's spending money
Andrew
on
Schulz
hip-hop.
has a huge platform. Has he not supported artists in hip hop? Has he not spoken positively about artists in hip hop?
Oh yeah, probably.
All right, then. So why are we so now that
But
he's speaking?
That's the line.
No, I'm not saying he's responding to somebody sending what he felt like was a direct shot at him on a record. This did not come out of the blue thin air. He's responding to a shot that somebody sent at him, and that's the problem with people. When you send a shot at somebody, you can't dictate then how they respond to that.
Sure.
shot.
Shut up, legs. Because I feel like his thighs rub. Kendrick Lamar never said Andrew Schulz. Kendrick Lamar never said Andrew Schultz's name. So technically, him responding is wrong all within itself because he never said your name. Nobody never called Andrew Schulz by name and said, don't let Andrew Schulz talk about black women. But again, when you trying to search for a reason, some of you New York niggas, Cali too, some of y'all niggas who like to muddy the waters of this gumbo pot, this boiling, what they call it, the melting pot, I hate it. And some of you Negroes, y'all just blows me. Again, I'm not from that type of culture, so I don't know. I ain't never grew up around a whole bunch of people that wasn't me. So I don't know how I go. Forgive me if I'm being insensitive, but I'm just telling you from my perspective, when I see black people allow everybody else to do whatever they want under the guise of, oh, it's just culture. Oh, it's this. Oh, we this, we that. We grew up eating pork and beans together. I don't want to hear that ugly ass shit. Listen, this is the thing. Regardless of if Andrew Schulz gave back to the culture, it don't matter. It don't matter. The point is, Kendrick never said his name, and Andrew responded directly to Kendrick. Andrew is wrong, because what if you were talking about another white comedian? What if you were talking about Gary Owen? You don't know. You don't know. Ridiculous.
So that's all I'm saying. I understand why people are mad at Andrew. That face talking about this culture, I get it. But he only responded because he was sent for.
I agree.
So let's keep that in perspective as well.
Was he not rightfully sent for, though?
Whether he was rightfully sent for or not, he was sent for. So he's responding to somebody sending a shot at him.
And I'm telling you, I have no real issue with him making the jokes back to Kendrick. I actually thought it was a hilarious rant. The second part I'm saying, and what I think most people are outraged about, is who the fuck are you to put...
You see? Did you hear what the clear boy said? I don't have a problem with what he said. I thought it was hilarious. I keep telling y'all are not the same. Look.
Sent for, though.
Whether he was rightfully sent for or not, he was sent for. So he's responding to somebody sending a shot at him.
And I'm telling you, I have no real issue with him making the jokes back to Kendrick. I actually thought it was a hilarious rant.
Any clear person who you're friends with that is okay with another person, especially another clear person, or think that it's funny that another clear person speaks about R-wording a black man and you're a black man, then you need to really go back and look in the mirror, because it ain't even a clear person's fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. Well, I don't see nothing wrong. I actually thought it was hilarious. Again, y'all not the same. They play like that. That's how they play. They wrestle like that. Real talk. Real talk. Oh, I thought it was hilarious. So if somebody said it about Maul, then he'd be laughing too. Oh, my bad. The blacks who be hanging with them people like that think that they exceptions to the rule. I tell you what, my mom used to say this all the time. If it ever come an opportunity for clears to pick slaves, watch the ones closest to you be your slave owner. They're going to pick you first. You get it? Let's get back into it, girl, because I'm spending too long on this. I'm about to get to his response.
Second part that I'm saying, and what I think most people are outraged about, is who the fuck are you to put hip hop on trial? Who the fuck?
Let me back that up.
A hilarious rant. The second part that I'm saying,
because I saw somebody put this in the comment and said he didn't like the second part of the joke. No. He's fine with the joke. He didn't like the second part of him taking it out on hip hop. Check him out. Peep it out.
I agree.
So let's keep that in perspective as well.
Was he not rightfully sent for, though?
whether he was rightfully sent for or not, he was sent for. So he's responding to somebody sending a shot at him.
And I'm telling you, I have no real issue with him making the jokes back to Kendrick. I actually thought it was a hilarious rant. The second part that I'm saying, and what I think most people are outraged about, is who the fuck are you to put hip hop on trial?
He says, I have no problem with Kendrick, with Andrew making the jokes that he made on Kendrick. The second part, or the part that bothers him, is the fact that who are you to put hip hop on trial? See what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it was. Saying stop. That's what it was. You know what I mean? But listen, because I don't even need to. I'm gonna let a little bit more play, and then we're gonna move on to what this man had to say. But let me say this again: you gotta pay attention to these people. You have to pay attention to these people. Because if it's funny when he's talking about Kendrick, when he amongst his clears, it's going to be funny when they say it about you. When he amongst his peers, it's going to be funny when they say it about you. I done been around so many biracial people. And if you biracial in the chat, tell me if I'm not lying. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm telling the truth, if you're a biracial and I'm telling the truth. I have been around so many biracial people who would tell me when they go by the clears, them clears be saying all type of racist stuff, the derogatory, degrading stuff about black people. And they think it's cool because they biracial, because the person that's listening is biracial. It's a fact. I have talked to so many biracial kids that will tell you when they go by the clears or when they're at the house with their mamas and all of that, it be all type of nigga, but not with the A, with the ER. The hard ER. So my thing is, while it's funny because he laughing at Kendrick, it's damn sure gonna be a time, or probably has been a time, that somebody done said it about you or said something close to it or similar about you, and he laughed because he think it's funny. It's just comedy. But let a Negro say that about the orange juice people. They're going to have him on an apology tour. You get it? I'm going to let a little bit more play, and then we're going to get into his response.
Who the fuck am I to put hip hop on trial? Like, what are you like? Yes, we all know hip hop has a misogynistic past, but who the fuck are you?
I think
like it has nothing to do with your back and forth with Kendrick Lamar.
I don't think it was more so about him putting hip hop on trial. I think he was directly putting a mirror up to Kendrick saying, look at the hypocrisy that you are speaking of.
And I'm
like, I can't make jokes about black women, but here's so the culture that you're a part of can disrespect, tear down, talk about, degrade, all kind of shit, and you're not speaking to none of that, but you're speaking to a joke that I
think it is fair to say that there has been evidence that hip hop has not supported black women, but as opposed to what? The world? Like, why is hip hop now the niche thing that we have to say is misogynistic?
Nobody's saying
the
that
world is misogynistic.
That's a fact, but nobody said.
What does that have to do with your back and forth with Kendrick Lamar? I know he was saying
he was responding.
A white comic can't make jokes about black women, and he's saying, "Yo, but hip hop doesn't." Okay, you're going back and forth with Kendrick Lamar. From what I've seen, I don't know Kendrick Lamar. I don't think he's torn down black women.
No, I don't think so.
So what does Schulz reply in that?
You picked the wrong rapper
have to do with what we're talking about. Like, talk to Kendrick. Has Kendrick been misogynistic? Tell me that. Why are you putting hip hop on trial? And if you want to put hip hop on trial for not protecting black women, put the world on trial for not protecting black women.
Right, but again, keeping it to the
mind you, this the clear man saying it's not specific to hip hop. The world is misogynistic. If that's the case, the world. This the clear man saying this, and this is something I noticed. I keep telling y'all, it typically be the clear person who's more consciously aware of what's going on than the Negro. I'll never understand it. And Maul still sitting up here saying, well, but he came for him. So, you know, one of them little niggas back in the day, you took his little lunch money or something from him, and he went cry to the principal type nigga. Well, you shouldn't have said nothing, did he? He came for him first. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's the clear dude on here saying, nah, bruh, don't. And again, the clear dude ain't all the way right because he's moving into hip hop. And hip hop was mentioned because they're trying to say Kendrick worked with people who abuse black women. But if that was the case, nobody should be working in no industry because every single industry in the world, especially in America, is misogynistic. The music, film, military, all the workforces, all of it's misogynistic. So it's hypocritical to even bring it up. It really is. But to hear the clear man making more sense of it than Maul, it just further tells you I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Perspective on what this is. He's responding.
I mean, we're
he's
digging
responding
deep into something
in
that's not the
particular
same, but-
to a direct bar from this artist that was, he felt like, again, I don't think Kendrick said his name, but he felt like that was a shot at him.
It was.
Okay, so he responded to that in the way he responded. Were points made in what Andrew Schulz was saying?
Sure.
That's all I'm speaking to. Points were made, but from who it's from, people have a problem.
No, but Rory's point.
Don't nobody have a problem with no damn with that man having opinion on hip hop. The most people are upset that he got on here and talked about R-wording a clear woman. I mean a black man. That's what most people are upset about. Most people are not mad and upset that this man is on here talking about an attack on hip hop. No. That is not even a fraction of what people are upset about. People are upset that this clear man sat on that platform and said he was going to R-word a grown man, a grown black man, while everybody else laughed and watched. That's what this is about. And I'm not going to let Rory and Maul move the goalposts. Hell with hip hop. Hip hop ain't no different from any other industry in Hollywood. They all misogynistic, all of them. And they all shit on black women, all of them. And that's just the facts on that. And you know, somebody put this in the chat earlier. This is the realest thing I've ever heard. Black people are the most confused on racism. Clear people know everything there is to know about racism. That's why they're successful at it. Black people are the most confused, uninformed, and uneducated on racism. We have been taught to just say it's white supremacy. Oh, everybody white. And we just have no clue about how real racism works. That's why we continue in the perpetual cycle of being at the bottom every time. That's why the clear people typically can articulate what's really going on in situations, and the black people are confused because, see, the architects of it, they understand it way more and better than most of us ever will. Now, I want to move on. Get the likes up on the video. I want to move on. So after that, hold on. Let me say this. Now, mind you all, get the likes up on the video. We wouldn't know Andrew Schulz if it wasn't for Charlamagne. You know, the one who allegedly R-worded a child before he got on. That one, the bald head one with that who face lighter than his neck and the rest of his body. Him. We would not know who Andrew Schulz is if it were not for Charlamagne. Period. Point blank. And remember, I told you the media plays on the subconscious, not the conscious, because the subconscious controls every single thing about you. So now they put Andrew Schulz back up here, and guess who he put him up with here? Two black people. Now, not just the one token. Now they got two tokens. They got Charlamagne, which is the one who introduced us to him, or introduced him to us, and they got a black woman. Pay attention. I need y'all to open your ears. Open your eyes. They're supposed to do more than just be hazel. Open them ears, open them eyes, and to those who can, open that third eye. This whole thing is about disrespect of black women. And who did they put him up here with? Right here. Look, who did they put him up with? A black woman and a black man, but not just any black man. The black man who introduced you to him. So, with that being said, a lot of people are going to look at Charlamagne subconsciously, not here, back here. They're going to look at Charlamagne and they're going to look at this black woman with the braids. Not just any, oh no, they couldn't go get Amanda Seals. No. She too light-skinned. She got decent hair. And I don't believe in good hair. But they needed a nappy head black woman. You get what I'm saying? Like me. A black woman, a dark-skinned black woman with braids, and Charlamagne, a black ass. Don't get me started. And they use them to have his rebuttal to talk about all these other things. And they're going to say some other things, but I need y'all to pay attention. Pay attention. It's not hard to see if you just start to pay attention. They get them on here with him to respond to the crap because subconsciously, you don't even realize it. You're going to start to receive what he's saying a bit better because what you're looking at is affecting your subconscious brain. Like I said, the subconscious is what controls people, not this. It's the brain back here, not the one up here. You get it? Now let's get into his response about death threats. Y'all get the likes up.
All right. Don't be surprised if he goes crazy. Listen, some of the Kendrick stands have been posting shit like telling me they're gonna take out my family on like pictures of my child, my daughter.
God.
You surprised by this? This is the nature of the game.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah, it's social media. It's like, but he says that line. He says that line. His parent, his friend, some of his fans, the majority.
Did y'all catch Charlamagne make his hand signal? Don't let that part go over your head. See it? Don't let that part. Yeah, hey, this shit deeper than rap. Y'all can sit up here and say everything is a conspiracy and all of that. Everything man, watch out. I'm gonna run it back just a bit. You see the hand signal right there. Like I said, I'm gonna let Kat say it. Cause see, y'all still haven't caught on yet. A lot of us still haven't caught on yet. I'm gonna let Kat say it because I need y'all to understand what's really going on behind this. Listen, again, it's the subconscious. It's the subconscious. Tell them, Kat.
Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side, period.
It's a lot of our people we are going to have to try for treason. And y'all, if y'all keep running around hollering about it's just the white people, it's just the white people. I've told y'all time and time again, countless times, Andrew Schulz does not exist without a Charlamagne. Okay? Andrew Schulz never gets on and gets big if Charlamagne don't introduce him to the world. Charlamagne don't get a pass because he black and Andrew, and we hang Andrew Schulz by the stake. No, that don't go like that. Now, pay attention to what he's saying and when Charlamagne run the hand signals. Get the likes up on the video, please.
Like pictures of my child, my daughter. God. You surprised by this? This is the nature of the game.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah, it's social media. It's like.
You see it?
But he says that line. He says that line.
This is the nature of the game. It's hand signal. Yeah, it's social media. They know what they signed up for, and they have a level of protection over them. They ain't tripping on that. Because most social media threats don't go through anyway. He had to hurry up and show his allegiance while it's all designed. Let me let him finish.
His parent, his friend, some of his fans, the majority of his fans don't do anything. The majority of his fans are just like, they like hip hop. They think he's a great musician. But the most extreme ones on a picture of my 8-month baby are going, you better take security everywhere because I'm coming for your whole family. And this is like multiple.
Crazy.
So to me, that person, I don't blame.
And look at her. She might be a foreigner with the hard R. That's crazy. No, it ain't. If rape is funny, then everything else goes, right? That ain't crazy. Remember, according to Rory or Maul, he's responding. Well, the fans have responded. And again, I don't condone bullying. That's crazy. Pay attention to what these people, they showing it. I'm going to let him finish.
Kendrick, we can't control what our fans do. But that person, I go, you're talking about my kid, man. Like, I have to screenshot you, know who you are, and if I ever see you, you
can't play with it. Yeah, you can't play with it. No, I'm with you. 100%. That's why I don't feel no remorse.
I feel no remorse. Like, yo, you talked about someone's child,
you should have learned from Pusha T. Right. It's the same thing to Pusha T. You want to mention people's fiance, and Kendrick took his belt off and whipped your ass the way he gonna whip Schultz's ass. If he did that to a half a white man, imagine what he's gonna do to a full one. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Say whatever you want about me.
So yeah, let's laugh it off. Oh, it's just so funny. I love how Charlamagne tried to hurry up and switch the subject to get people to laugh and kiki. But at this point, it's like this. If Charlamagne and people like him, celebrities like him, or podcasters like him, really was for the culture, because, you know, Charlamagne loved talking about mental health and all of this and da. If he was truly for the culture, this would have been a learning lesson. This pod would have been about him holding Andrew responsible and saying, listen, if you felt like Kendrick was talking directly to you, I don't have a problem with your response. But as it pertains to Black men, you can't get on your platform and disrespect Black men. Hey, the orange juice people have them Negroes going on an apology tour for a year. paying off to different charities and everything. But Negroes, I mean, I'm with you. And look at a black girl. That's crazy. That's crazy. The subconscious controls your behavior and your actions. Okay? Having Charlamagne on this pod with him, with the black woman, even though we talking about the disrespect of black women, was done by design. Charlamagne throwing up his signs and then hurrying up and making it a whole lighthearted situation is for you to palate it better. And here you're going to say, I don't palate that shit, but in your subconscious, you will. Because the fact of the matter is, black people still mess with Charlamagne. And for the life of me, I still don't understand why. I literally don't understand why black people, men and women, mess with Charlamagne. But again, I get it. We're very selective on who and what we want to support. Weird. Let's move on. I done spent enough time on this. Let's move on. Next topic. Candace Owens debate Nick Cannon on LGBTQ agenda. Not the LGBTQ, but on the agenda being pushed behind the movement. Let me start by saying this. There is definitely a movement being pushed, or there's definitely an agenda being pushed behind the movement. Listen, they did the same thing with Black Lives Matter. They did the same thing with all these other movements, all these other things. They take a real issue that's real, and then they turn it around and they push some old negative stuff to the masses, okay? It's very covert. Get the likes up on a video. Hold on.
Of the world is different from.
So this is not, in my opinion, this never seemed like an attack on the LGBTQ movement, okay? This did not. This seemed like pointing out something that most people don't want to recognize and don't want to see. The facts of the matter is, through the inclusive LGBTQ plus movement, I told y'all this months ago, or maybe a year or so ago, I said they are going to sneak that M letter in there. They got to get you all comfortable and oiled up and rubbed up to think that it's okay and be all accept everybody. And then that M-A-P, the MAP person, minor attractive person, they're going to slide them right on in there. And I told y'all, my foresight tells me this. Most of us won't even realize we accept it until it's too late. Oh, yeah. When you find out your 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old is with the 45-year-old and you say, oh, my God, no, we're not doing this. And because the M has been added to the LGBTQIA+, that's why there's a plus, then you're looked at and shamed because how dare you? That's who he feels he is. That's who they think they are. How dare you say that this is not a real thing, right? This is real. People really feel like this. And who are you to get on here and say that these people are wrong? Because they're not wrong. You're wrong. You're actually the person that's doing something hateful and you're MAP phobic. That's what it is. You're MAP phobic. That's what's going to happen. It's literally laid out by design. And Candace is debating this with Nick Cannon because she's saying, hey, as a biological woman, I respect people and how they feel or whatever. But what I'm not going to do, this is what Candace is saying. I'm not going to see a man and call him a woman because he is not. And look at Nick. Oh, come on, man. And this is another question. Since when did black men ever took up for any of the community? Straight, quote unquote, allegedly straight black men. Since when have straight black men ever took up for anybody in the community? Never. As a matter of fact, most gay black males hang around mostly black women. Here's another fact. most black men who are straight blame black women because they say we are the ones that supported and championed it. And this is why, because you raised them, you ain't let me raise them. They blame black men are the ones who attack the community by and large because they feel like the black people in the community are less than, rather it's the LB or any of them. But I've seen this weird wave in the last 4 years of straight, so-called alleged straight black women that just have this fight and this in them about protecting the T's. And I said, well, where was this protection for the G's? Because I ain't never seen y'all protect the G's. But all of a sudden, an ideology comes around and all these quote unquote so-called black straight men, it's got all this, protect the T's T. And I'm looking at y'all like, what is this, a Twilight Zone? Because y'all sure didn't protect the G's. Y'all don't really care about the T's. Y'all are told what to do. Now, let's get into the debate, okay? She obliterated Nick Cannon, okay? Let's get into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
So there's going to be a lot of voices that need to be objective. If you say to me, you should respect people, I always respect people. I would disrespect you if I lied to you. I'm not going to call a man a woman. I'm not going to call a woman a man. I'm not going to say sorry for telling the truth. Your beliefs. It's not my belief. A woman cannot be a man, and a man cannot be a woman. It's not again, but I'm saying in your perception of the world is different from someone else's, because just as emphatic as you are, that you believe what you just said, there's someone that believes emphatically the opposite. Okay, so what you're talking about is the idea.
Let me pause him right quick. This is what has happened here. And I don't know if y'all didn't catch it, but I caught it when it was popping. We live in a society where right is wrong, wrong is right, fact is fiction, and fiction is fact. We went from no doubt, no bullshit science that says this makes up a woman and this makes up a man. A woman has this, a man has that. A woman has the ability to do this, such as procreate, A man has the ability to do that. We have literally we didn't even catch on to it till it's too late, because now we're here, it's too late, okay? What we have done is we have started having people who have, just like there's a body dysmorphia, there's some sort of gender dysmorphia in my belief that happens too for the people who really truly believe, no doubt, no bullshit, that they are born into the wrong body. I tell y'all, I compare it all the time to dyslexia. Dyslexia is a thing where a person, not dyslexia, I'm sorry. What they call it when the people be starving themselves? Girl, when they be starving themselves and they be getting buku skin, anorexia. Listen, an anorexic person looks in the mirror or feels that they are huge. That's why they get down to under 100 pounds. Because even at 100 pounds, 105 pounds, 110 pounds, 95 pounds, they don't feel like that the person they're looking at in the mirror is them. They see something completely different because they believe I'm actually bigger than I am, right? Those people have to go into psychiatric help. You know that, right? Women or people who suffer anorexia has to go under psychiatric help. Now let's move forward. The T's come out loud, proud, and strong saying, no, I believe I am, so it is so. And that's fine. But to the people who don't want to play along in the game, and they saying, you can say what you want, but I know what you are. And they turn the belief into the fact and the fact into the fiction. So the belief is now right and the fact is wrong. That's why Nick could lean down across this thing and tell this girl, Candace, oh, well, that's what you believe. No. The belief is on the other side. The fact is on her side. And this is not coming for nobody. I love everybody. I respect pronouns too. So that's not what I'm saying. But we're having a hard, uncomfortable conversation. What Nick is doing is making the belief the fact and the fact the fiction, or the fact the belief. And that don't go like that. Well, that's what you believe. No, that's what it is. Check it out.
That everything can be subjective and there's no such thing as truth. And let me tell you why that.
Not necessarily.
But that's why it's either a yes or a no.
No, because
So
we're either
believe
talking
in
about feelings or facts.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I believe there is objective truth. Okay.
Okay.
A person that is born a man, okay, a person that is born with a penis, as we call it, okay, cannot ever grow up and give birth. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so there is such thing as an objective truth. I will not apologize for sharing objective truth. I'm not going to apologize for not saying because his feelings are hurt and do you see how I feel? Because
so you have no problem going throughout the world hurting people's feelings.
I have no problem going out the world. That's one way to pitch it. Telling people the truth so they can better their lives. So they can live in reality and not the one, not the fantasy land that they're creating for their lives. But what if someone
believes that is a better life for them?
Okay, well, let's play it your way then. Let's do it the other way. There are a group of people who are now referring to themselves as minor attracted people.
Oh, I knew you was going. Can't go there.
Hey, but that's what they believe. They believe that they are in love and want to have sex with children. They believe that, Nick. They believe it. And are you going to apologize when you call them pedophiles? Are you going to apologize, Nick? Are you going to have them on your podcast? Don't you understand how they feel on the inside when you say that they can't have sex with 8-year-olds?
That is a hell of a point.
It is. The slippery slope is not a fallacy. It is reality. We are living the slippery slope. So somebody's going to have to produce the wall. So there's going to be a lot of voices that need to be objective and tell people the truth. I'm very happy to be those voices. If you're looking for me to, make you feel good, I can't be your mommy. I can't. That's why I tell people, I can't be your mommy.
But see, that's what I say. It's
I'm not your mommy. You're not a toddler. You're an adult.
But see,
this is what truth is. And if you can't deal with truth, then you're going to have a very tough life, way tougher than having to listen to Candace Owens say, you are a man on the internet. You cannot feel compassion for lies, especially because they have become what they're doing now is they're wielding compassion as a sword to pass through everything that they want done. And like I said, you were going to blink and compassion is going to end up with minor attracted people. Compassion is going to mean we can no longer call them pedophiles. That is what is going to happen. It is what is happening.
Can't let that happen.
We are barreling toward that. We are barreling toward that. It's so obvious because they would rather tell a lie than risk offending someone.
When I tell you Candace cooked this Negro, now we watched Nick Cannon get buck broke by the orange juice people. So we already know that nigga is more controlled than most. Let's start there. So it's expected from Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon don't give a damn about the T's or the G's or none of them. Nick Cannon is doing what he's told, okay? What Candace is telling you is what I was talking about as it pertains to this foresight. We have to have foresight. They did, listen, the media and the powers that be did the exact same thing. I use this example all the time through the Black Lives Matter situation. When George Floyd was killed, a lot of people picked up the slogan Black Lives Matter. It was a movement. Then it started to be monetized and commercialized. I went online, I went to Amazon, and they were selling nothing but BLM shirts. It was BLM hashtags all over. LeBron James now wearing BLM shirts, the clear people kneeling in kente cloths. It was just, it became a big circus. And I immediately disconnected myself from the Black Lives Matter movement because I understood that they don't believe Black Lives Matter. They are just finding a way to monetize off of this stuff. And through that said movement pushed what? A hard push on the LGBTQ community, so much so to where when other things were happening to Black people, Black Lives Matter was nowhere to be found. Nowhere. As a matter of fact, they made millions of dollars from donors and they ate good. They families did. The girl hired her brother, her old lady, and all this, and Black people got nothing from it. So with that being said, I understand how they use real causes and real issues to push their agenda. The LGBT community does have real causes and real issues. They do. They really do. I will never take that away. The Black Lives Matter I mean, not Black Lives. The LGBT community have real causes and real issues. Yes, they are discriminated against. Yes, they are. They go through stuff, and they've been going through it since the beginning of time. And I know I don't think that is right, and I think that they should have a movement. But what the powers that be are doing, and what media is doing, is using your pain to profit themselves. There's a lot of weird people out here that none of us see day to day, and we don't think it exists because we don't see it, right? There's a lot of weird people who are on this doggone thing, who behind the scenes acting like they're pushing your cause, but the whole time they're trying to slide in their own. They're going to try to slide in the minor attracted people in there, without a doubt. But by the time they get it in there all the way, you're going to look up and it's going to be too late. It's going to already be here. And that's what Candace is saying. Now, Candace is stalked against the T's and the G's and the L's and all of that, but she's super religious. I'm not. I'm not super religious. I don't give a damn what you do, girl. Have fun. Do what you want to do. I don't give a damn. Hey, I ain't going to judge you for it. I ain't going to not hang with you unless it's something criminal or something to do with kids. I ain't going to judge you for it. I ain't going to hate you for it. I love you down to the ground. I don't care. But my thing is, when they put in the M's, then it's going to be a problem. And nobody's going to see it coming. Nobody's going to see it coming. So there has to be a line that's drawn like, okay, all right, cool. If you want to do whatever you want to do, that's fine. But don't push this to the kids that this is real. College children that's coming out of college today are the dumbest people I've ever met in my life. College is making our kids stupid. I hope y'all know that. And I got one graduating this year from college. This is being pushed through the education system that fact is belief. No, I'm sorry. Fact is fiction and fiction is fact. And it's not right. Girl, then added how many genders to the science books? Come on, man. But again, Nick Cannon is playing like he care about the G's or the T's or the B's or the L's. Nick Cannon don't give a damn about nothing. Nick Cannon is doing, after them orange juice people hemmed him up at the collar when he had Professor Griff. Shout out to Professor Griff. When the orange juice people, he had Professor Griff on the pod telling him nothing but facts. Let's start there first. If you know, you know. He got hemmed up by the collar by them orange juice people. They took everything. Nick Cannon was on here saying, I own Wildin' Out. That's me right there. And the orange juice people said, I know you fucking lying. Give me that. Thank you. Have a good day. Come again. Oh, yeah. And in the same seat, Professor Griff spit facts. They've had one of them people on them, one of them orange juice people on there, and they scolded him and told him, you need to learn education, and you need to this, and you need to that. And Nick Cannon was giving hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars to them people, and he was going on an apology tour. I'm sorry. I didn't educate myself. And he didn't even believe it, but he did what he was told because, like I say, when you go into that industry, you leave with what you came in with, nothing. And they made him do it in front of all of the Negroes. So, with that being said, we already know why Nick's saying what he's saying. We already know why Nick's saying what he's saying. It's not up for debate. If buck broken was real, or if buck broken was happening in today's time, Nick is one of the main examples of being buck broken. Do you understand me? Anyways, I just wanted to say that part again. Candace has her own views about the situation. She's super religious. I'm not. I feel like you can do what you want. But I do feel like when it started dealing with the kids, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not pushing and teaching this to the kids. You know, I was talking to my boyfriend's aunt. She's a lesbian. I want to say she's about 70 years old. Yeah, she's 70. And I asked her, I said, can I ask you a question? When you were growing up, because I want y'all to know that this is an agenda. I want you to know that this is an agenda, and this is not any shade on people who were born the way that they were born. But this right here is an agenda. I say, when you was coming up, because she big with the drag queens, and she been in the community all her life. I said, did they have a lot of teas growing up? Have you ever seen a lot of teas? She said, no, they had the cross dressers. That's the drag queen. She said they had the cross dressers. She said, but they ain't here. She said, I don't. She said, no. She said there was one tea that she knew. One. But no, I didn't. Because I said, I know when I grew up, I didn't know none. I knew a lot of punks. I knew a lot of dudes who dressed like the girls. But I didn't know none. Why all our children confused about sexuality and they got so many teas? Just food for thought. Just food for thought. Just something to think about. You know what I'm saying? Just something to think about, because at the end of the day, cross-dressing and teas are different. See, the cross-dresser put it on for temporary, and then they take it off. The tea, you get it. I ain't even going into it. But that's just something that I just always thought about. Let's move on. Now, let's get into why we're here. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Jay-Z, you up next, fat? And I said it. Not only is Jay-Z up next, Beyonce too. A lot of people gonna go to, but voodoo. Don't say that. Beyonce is a great person. She doesn't say anything to anybody. She minds her business, voodoo. Don't say that about the queen. She's done nothing wrong to anybody. She's so innocent. And I'm sitting over here looking at y'all like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Listen to me and listen to me good. There was a lot of conviction in this man's voice when he said this. And shout out to Jaguar Wright too. But there was a lot of conviction in this man's voice when he made this statement. I want y'all to listen to it.
In the LAPD's office, tell me how there's no fingerprints. My God Almighty, I call heaven and earth to be a record today. That Rock Nation, you will crumble. I am an apostle of God, that's right. And you will know who I am. That's right. Say that, man. Come on, man.
Let me say this. A lot of people have their faves. So when the trial was happening and everything was going on, a lot of people felt like, oh, this was funny. And to an extent, it is funny. But when you really pay attention to this man, there's a lot of conviction in that man's voice. There's power behind the words that I'm saying, right? Now, mind you, in order to be a billionaire, in order to be up to the top, tippy top, you cannot do that without doing horrible, vile things to people. I keep telling y'all that. I don't know why y'all think these people become millionaires and billionaires and they just so sweet and they so nice and they become the top of their peers and all of these things, and they do so much nice things and they care about black people. I'm not saying they don't, but they do a lot of horrible things to black people. Think about your job. Think about your job. Let's put it in perspective, because it's all the same, whether it's lower level or high level. Typically, the Negro who make it to the manager or make it to the tippy top of the job, who is he the hardest on? Who he give the most shit to, or she? Who are they the most hardest on, and who they give the most shit to? Who do they have the most problem with? It don't be the clears. Oh, they stay clear away from that. You don't be the Asians. You don't be the Hispanics. Who it be? Me and you. So much so, most of the time, they be done threw you under the bus on some stuff. You thinking it's somebody else snitching around there, whole tea, it's your partner who y'all used to be cool with. Right? Because I'm just laying it out. Now, think about it financially, economically, and on a level bigger than us. You got a Jay-Z who come out of Marcy Projects and he sold drugs, and he gave him a brick and came back and gave him 4 bricks and lost 3 bricks and came back and tell me what you call that and all of that type of stuff, right? He comes up, drug dealer, he gets with Dame. Everything and everybody around Jay starts to crumble, starts to fall. Let's start with Dame. Dame gets they painted Dame as an angry black woman, and I would never forget that. Oh, he's so hard to work with. He's just so disgusting. He probably was. I don't know. Dame fell. all of the doggone people on Rockefeller fell. The clothes went away. I think he may have took maybe Chris and Neef. I can't remember, and Ye. He took Ye with him. But most of them people, he ain't no different from Diddy. Most of the people that were under the label and who worked for him that were our people got left by the wayside and actually screwed over. So now Jay-Z goes on this path. He puts out the blueprint and all of this stuff. Everybody, he got the beef with Nas, which was orchestrated, but that's a whole nother story. I'm a conspiracy theorist. He got the beef with Nas. He got they going back and forth. Nas eat to him, but it somehow Jay-Z still soars, but Nas kind of stays stagnant. And I'm saying, well, how, Sway? Typically in the rap beef, the winner is the one who soared, not the one who lost. But Jay-Z just kind of fell back after he took his L, right? And then he came back. This was another thing. After the beef, and this is how y'all should have knew it was orchestrated, what did Jay-Z do? Go and get Nas and bring him where? To Def Jam. And I'm saying, hold on. I thought y'all niggas was beefed out. How in the world does Jay-Z lose a rap battle to Nas, and then now all of a sudden Nas worked for Jay? Make it make sense. But Nas is over there working, shuffling, clocking in and clocking out. So I said, shit, that even back then, I said that had to be fake then. It just didn't make sense. So boom. In the process of this, a lot of people lost money. A lot of people lost careers. A lot of people lost everything. But Jay don't care. He don't give a damn. I'm trying to climb up the ladder, okay? So now Jay starts getting with the Leo Cohens or all them people. He out laughing and kikiing and boo 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 bop bop with all of these people. Meanwhile, while this is happening and Jay-Z is doing well and rising, other people are getting screwed over. Now, while this is happening, simultaneously, a 15, 16-year-old Beyonce who was in a group with 4 girls, it was her plus 3 other girls in a group called Destiny's Child. Beyonce is, she kind of being a star, but it's kind of like equal because Kelly did her thing. Everybody liked LaToya was cute. It wasn't like Beyonce was the girl. Then all of a sudden, soon as you turn around, 2 of the girls' whole careers go away, whole lives ruined. Beyonce goes on, she gets some weird looking girl to be the 3rd girl. Then they land on Michelle, right? Now, these 3 girls go up, but Beyonce is being held up here. And the other 2 girls, Michelle, Beyonce, plus the other 2 she left, LaToya and LaTavia, literally fall by the wayside. More LaToya and LaTavia than Michelle and what's the girl name? Michelle and Kelly. But yet and still, they kind of like simmer, and Beyonce goes here. Now, people are now all of a sudden thinking Beyonce is just the bee's knees. And I'm sitting over here saying, well, I recall Beyonce, she's straight. But somehow she starts morphing into Sasha Fierce and all these other people. She just leave them on behind, Destiny's Child included. And she just go on and soar. Now, at this time, a 15, 16-year-old is in connection with a 30-year-old Jay-Z. Mind you, this ain't his first rodeo because he was messing with Foxy Brown. And she was 15, 16 years old. Oh, and by the way, he also had a major crush and wanted Aaliyah, who was another young girl where was Humo, but who was another young girl who was coming up R-worded, essayed, manipulated mentally by another grown R. Kelly. He rubbing shoulders with R. Kelly, talking about best of both worlds. Whole time he wanted Aaliyah, the 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old Aaliyah. Okay? A lot of people lose a lot of things for these people to soar to the top. A lot of people. Y'all think Bad Boy was the only artist label that screwed over a lot of people? It happens to all of these major labels. A lot of Black people, our people, have to get jacked up and screwed over in order for certain people to make it to the top. So why is this important? as it pertains to these people that we celebrate, because we got a black billionaire, they black, bliggity, black. They just attacking them because they black. He black and he a billionaire. That's why y'all mad, because he black. And some people are mad just because of that. But the facts are, that's not really why we're here. The reason I can say for me personally, I feel like this is because a lot of people were taken advantage of, lives ruined and everything on Beyonce's part, Jay-Z's part, and Diddy's part. Okay? We about to go down a little hole right quick. Y'all get the lights up on the video. Let's take a look at some of the people that went down around these folks. And let me say this too. Y'all can sit up here and say it's different, or it ain't that, or it ain't this, or blah, 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 blah. Y'all can say that if you want, not me. These people ain't no better than the next. Beyonce ain't no better than Diddy. Jay-Z ain't no better than Diddy. As a matter of fact, 3 birds flock together. 3 birds of the same feather flocking together. That's what I see. That's what I see. Get the likes up on the video. Y'all remember? Now, a lot of people, what's the people, the hotties gonna get mad, but I don't give a damn. I got to say what I got to say. Listen, do you guys recall before COVID, Tory Lanez was coming up on the scene. Tory Lanez was making fire music. Was it right at the start of COVID? It was at COVID. It was during COVID. Tory Lanez is that nigga, right? I didn't know about the little boy until my daughter told me about him, right? So I'm like, who the hell is Tory Lanez? Oh, he got this song. Da, da, da. So I started listening to him. I was like, oh, okay, he pretty nice or whatever. He can rap and he can sing. That's dope. So Tory Lanez was one of the people who was offered to be on Rock Nation, and he told them no. He said, no, I'm good, because Tory Lanez had cracked the code. But Tory Lanez realized this: I don't have to sign to a label, even if it's for distribution or anything. We're in a digital world. I don't have to do that. I can do this all on my own and make 100% of the profit, right? See, most people think signing with these labels, like I remember when Meg went from 5150, was that the name of it? Whatever. Over there down there in Houston to Rock Nation. Everybody like, oh, this is great. This is great. Meg's career has gone downhill ever since. Yes, she has Rock Nation as a name behind her, but ultimately y'all don't buy the album. So I don't see what the benefit is. But Tory Lanez came on here and said, yay, they wanted me to sign with him, but I ain't signed with him because I done figured out how to crack the code. Tory Lanez cracks the code, does extremely well. They sick Meg on him. This is my theory. They sick Meg on him. Meg go over there. Him and Meg start being cool. They start. And then all of a sudden, the shooting happened that we still are unclear about, and he's locked up behind bars. Now, that's why the father was out there saying, Rock Nation, you will crumble. But before we get a little bit ahead, let's listen at one of the things that Tory was speaking about as it pertains to albums and selling music, and how it can benefit the artist and the consumer. See, y'all don't be paying attention. They don't want a nigga to be too smart. Okay? Check out what Tory Lanez had to say. And this is all it pertains to Rock Nation. Check him out. And the industry as a whole. Check him out.
Some people bought 5. Some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much you bought. It was only $1. You spend $60, you bought 60. I need y'all to understand. One of those copies right now is going for 50,000, 60,000, 60,000. Yo, my nigga. And these are sold. They're sold. Go look at the list right now and see how small the sellers list is getting. Y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't understand I just cracked the fucking industry? Y'all don't understand I just cracked this shit? I just cracked this whole shit. It's cracked. It's over. I cracked the whole shit. It's over. It's over. No more middleman. All y'all artists out there, fuck your label. Fuck the nigga that's telling you, yo, you gotta wait for this day on Spotify and on this. Fuck that. Nigga, it's over. Y'all gonna get paid, and your fans gonna get paid, and they gonna keep coming to you. Why? Because y'all making money together. This is the digital trap house. Welcome, niggas. Some people bought 5. Some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much.
All right, so just to kind of give you a layman term, what he's saying was the way he was selling his album through digital currency. Listen, the way he was selling his album through digital currency had a financial benefit for not only him, but for the consumers, right? So basically the currency, I can't remember which one it was he was using, but for layman terms, what he was doing was saying, hey, if you buy my album for $10, then the $10 of or the 10 currencies that you use to buy the album, that currency is just going to turn into more money because each currency is going to start to gain in value. So what he's saying is, y'all don't need the labels. Y'all don't need them. All you need is to do X, Y, and Z. And the people going to always want to work with you because everybody eats. Meaning, if I buy 2 albums from Tory Lanez and let's say the currency is flowers, and one flower turns into 3 flowers after a certain amount of time, and then, so my 1 flower that was valued at 1 is now valued at 3. Every time Tory Lanez throw out something, shit, I'm coming down there with my flowers because I know that my flowers are gonna grow in revenue, right? That's what Tory was saying. I remember watching this live like, damn, he really did crack the code. And coincidentally, all of a sudden he shot Meg and now he in jail. Take that information and do with it as you please. But why is this important? That whole case was a clusterfuck. It was a mess. I still to this day don't understand how that boy went to jail because there was no definitive evidence to say that he was guilty of this crime. But neither here nor there, because y'all like me, y'all want to say, but you don't protect black women. Shut up. Y'all don't protect black women either. Y'all only protect the hoof girl. So get out my face. Why is this important? So another person under the guise of Rock Nation or under the direction of Rock Nation, Meg Thee Stallion, goes over with Tory. Now Tory locked up in jail after cracking a code, okay? That's the facts. Y'all can take that information and do with it as you please. Let's pull up another person. Now, you see, I don't know if y'all don't recall this, but it was a time, you see, the new girls won't understand this. But let me say this. There was a time where where Beyonce and people like this heifer here was, C-list, B+ list tops. You know what I mean? There was a time where there was one girl who was just the bee's knees, the all in be all. One girl, okay? You would think, oh, it's Beyonce. See, new Beyonce fans, they like to go back in history to create revisionist history. Beyonce was that girl. No, she was not. No, she was not. Beyonce was a regular, schmegular celebrity. Beyonce was not that girl. Okay? So, Beyonce, remember, they're all connected. Beyonce, at one point.
What's up? What's up? This is Beyonce.
I'm sorry. Beyonce,
one of the hottest female artists out here. Miss Aaliyah. How you doing?
Before we get into this, Beyonce at one point was second to none other than the Aaliyah, okay? Aaliyah was what they made Beyonce to be. Yes, Aaliyah can act. She sang a little, she got a little whisper voice, but it's cute. It works. You know what I mean? She was beautiful. She was natural. Everybody in their mom wanted to be or love or be with Aaliyah. Everybody. Girl, we was all going to get the Tommy Hilfiger bra top, the little bra top with the heel figure on the bottom. And the baggy pants, go and get our brothers or our boyfriends or somebody boxers with a little belt on it and the pants hanging and sagging on like in the middle of the booty. Okay? We was all going to get our wraps. We was all going to get our wraps so our hair could do like this over their eyes. Beyonce was around, I hope you know, right? We was all going to get out. We was all wrapping our hair. Yeah, that was back when we used to wrap our hair. Yeah, most of y'all, the children don't know nothing about that. But when we would wrap our hair, we would make sure our part was on the side so we could have an Aaliyah. Aaliyah had us wearing Tommy Hilfiger book bags. Girl, that was coming out saying Tommy Hilfiger was this, that, and the third. Girl, we didn't care about none of that. We didn't care about none of that. It was a time that the Beyonce that you know was second to none other than the Aaliyah. And that's just a fact. So y'all can say, but Beyonce has a better voice. She does, but she still was second. And around this time, Beyonce was still figuring out her voice. Let's talk about it. Okay? Now, mind you, the Aaliyah come up as a child in the industry under who? None other than R. Kelly, who was directly connected with Jay-Z because they did Best of Both Worlds. And then Dame Dash dated her later. All of them Negroes was in one small group. Okay? I know. I was there. Okay? So, all of these Negroes in one large group. And there are a lot of young girls around. Beyonce 15, Foxy 15. Hell, when Kim first came up, she was what, 16, 17? Leah came up under R. Kelly at 12, 13. Where was all they moms? Oh, my bad. Tina Knowles was right there. My bad. And you gonna tell me that parents don't sell their kids? Let's move on. So, with that being said, all these young, unsuspecting girls around all these 30 plus old ass niggas, right? Because I'm about to tie it in for you. But Beyonce was one of the girls who looked up to Aaliyah. Yes, your fave, your queen bee. Matter of fact, she's really a colonizer. Everything she has been stolen. Even the name Queen Bee, that comes from Little Kim. That comes from Little Kim. She literally just, oh, let me get that. Took it right from under. And Lil Kim being such a fan, oh, I'm a fan, I don't mind her using it. No, bitch, you should have went out fighting and scratching. You could have won back then because she wasn't all of that. You know what I mean? Now it's too late. You try to windmill on the beehive, they're going to try to drag it down to the ground. But back then, you could have went in and it would have been just fine. We would have had your back, girl. So, yes, most of you don't understand, but there was a time that your fave was a fan of Aaliyah. Let's get into this this interview that they did on the red carpet. And listen, Aaliyah never had to try too hard. She never did a whole bunch of makeup or nothing. She was a naturally beautiful girl. And she was extremely talented. See, they try to make Beyonce what Aaliyah is, or was, I'm sorry. That's why Beyonce around here acting and barely acting at the same time. Girl, Beyonce look a mess in every movie, and she sound a mess and she can't act, and I see it. Let's get into it.
With one of the hottest female artists out here, Miss Aaliyah. How you doing,
baby?
girl?
It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous. What are
Thank
you
you.
wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Gucci shoes, Gucci. Got a little Indian jewelry working.
Oh, that is hot.
Thank
All right.
you.
Now, you've been working it with these movies. Were you nervous?
Very nervous, but I'm real happy. It's something I've wanted for a long time, so
Yes.
to finally make that transition, it's great.
Now, mind you, this is how the world works. This is how the world works, y'all. Around this time, allegedly, she wasn't with Jay-Z. Girl, the timeline of their relationship is already jacked up. But Beyonce was a what, 15, 16? 17, probably right here. Maybe she was 17 like that. But girl, you literally, that lady lost her life from what I believe is a conspiracy theorist due to somebody getting her up out of here on purpose, and Beyonce became her. That's why they're trying to make her an actress, but it'll never work because she's not an actress. She can't even act doggone behind she can't even act on Simba and Nala, and that's doggone cartoon type tease. But y'all love Beyonce, so neither here nor there. Listen, Aaliyah lost her life. She did. She did. Rather who or what is responsible for it, this young, beautiful girl lost her life. There's a lot of people who lose around these billionaires. A lot of people lose around these billionaires. It's not just the ones on the record label. Think about all of the young girls who were abused and used under these so-called billionaires that we want to protect just because they black. This isn't about white supremacy. This isn't about any of that. This is strictly and solely about these people getting their karma. Beyonce included. Both of these people, her, Jay-Z, and Diddy, are getting the karma they deserve. And I'm not going to be one over here saying, no, it's white supremacy. It ain't no white supremacy, because they were a part of the white supremacy that we are all thinking that's the boogeyman. They were a part of the white supremacy that we believed was the boogeyman. This ain't got nothing to do with white supremacy. So we're not going there over here. We're not doing that. This is the chickens coming home to roost. That's what this is. Okay? Never forget it. Never forget it. This is the chicken coming home to roost. I need y'all to get the likes up real quick. Please and thank you. Now, all of a sudden, a lawsuit comes out. And now Jay-Z's one on the other side. He's being accused of R-wording a 13-year-old with another person, with Diddy, I'm sorry, and a female watching. Now, let me just say this. The word on the street, word on the curb is it was Beyonce. All of the Beehive is windmilling and that and going crazy. Oh my God, not my queen. She would never, she's innocent. Keep her out of it. And I didn't know, let me say this too. I didn't know the Beehive and the bars was beefing like that because all the bars was dragging the Beehive and the Beehive is saying y'all just trying to say that because Nicki was with Michael Myers over there. I didn't know all of this was going on. But if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. When are you going to realize all of these people are disgusting? They're all trash. And I'm not giving none of them a pass. They all nasty to me. Denzel, Oprah, Kale, all of them. So let's get into the little news clip of what's going on down here at the doggone lawsuit. Because this has been a back and forth for a little while. Oh, and Jay-Z, please give that little boy his DNA test. The little boy been running behind you for a DNA test for the longest. You just want people to think that your only churn is blue ivy, green highlighter, and yellow Carter. We not doing it. Get that other boy his DNA test, okay? Get the likes up on the video.
More to get to, including explosive allegations first reported by NBC News being made against rap icon Jay-Z. A new civil lawsuit accuses him of raping a 13-year-old girl with Sean Diddy Combs at a house party more than 2 decades ago. Claims both men deny. NBC's senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett's here with more. Hey, Laura, good morning.
Hey, Hoda, good morning to you. Ever since Combs was indicted by federal prosecutors last fall, these parties he was known for hosting and what celebrities may have attended has been the subject of intense scrutiny. But the blast radius around the star had been relatively contained until now.
This morning, disturbing new claims against music icon Jay-Z. A civil lawsuit detailing sexual assault, originally brought against his longtime friend Sean Diddy Combs, now adding new allegations against the rapper whose real name is Sean Carter. Claims both men deny. The anonymous woman, who was 13 at the time, described in the lawsuit as being drugged and raped at an MTV VMAs after party she says Combs hosted in 2000. According to the suit, she recalls accepting a drink from a waitress that made her feel woozy and lightheaded before she says she was raped by Jay-Z and then Combs in a bedroom as an unnamed female celebrity watched. Jay-Z swiftly issuing a statement Sunday calling the claims heinous and accusing the woman's attorney of trying to blackmail him, suggesting the attorney had tried to seek a settlement first, adding, quote, "I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world." The billionaire, who is married to megastar Beyonce, saying he is heartbroken. The couple will have to explain the, quote, cruelty and greed of people to their children. Combs, too, has denied any allegations of sexual assault. Earlier this fall, the plaintiff's attorney, Tony Busby, a personal injury lawyer in Texas, held a press conference after Combs was indicted on federal sex trafficking charges, suggesting more fallout would follow.
I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed.
Combs pleaded not guilty to the charges and continues to deny the allegations Busby has made against him in a string of civil lawsuits, which Combs' attorneys have dismissed as shameless publicity stunts. But this marks the first suit publicly naming another high-profile celebrity.
Now, in a statement posted online, Busby, the lawyer, acknowledged sending Jay-Z a letter prior to filing this complaint, prior to this whole thing, seeking a confidential mediation, but says his client never demanded a penny from Jay-Z. At the time, she is now seeking an unspecified amount in damages, guys.
All right, Laura, thank you.
Yep.
When I was younger.
My bad. This is what I know. The old saying goes, show me your friends and it'll tell me a lot about you. That's an old saying. That's an old Negro saying. All the Black Americans know exactly what I'm talking about. When somebody says, show me your friends, and it'll tell me a lot about you. These are the facts. Jay-Z and Beyonce, Jay-Z and Diddy were thick as thieves, okay? You saw one at a billionaire party, you saw the other one. The freak-offs and the horrible, heinous things that happens at said freak-offs was not happening after everybody left except Diddy, okay? You'd be hard-pressed to believe that Jay-Z, Beyonce, and they were all this close and tight-limbed and all of this. But now Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't stay for none of that. Oh, Beyonce was never there. It doesn't make any logical sense. It doesn't. Now, I don't know if he's guilty or not, but what I'm saying is birds of a feather flock together. Show me your friends, and it'll tell me a lot about you. These two Negroes here were thick as thieves the whole time. These are two of the black people who came up while taking and tearing down a whole bunch of people around them. Okay? Period. Now, a lot of people are just like, oh, well, I don't think that that's true. Maybe Jay-Z, but not Beyonce. Why not Beyonce? What puts Beyonce above anybody? Somebody help me out in the chat. What about Beyonce makes it seem like she's above the law and above the bull and the fuckery? Oh, because you like her singing? Because you done been to the concert with your cowboy boots on? What is it? We are all imperfect, flawed humans. But see, they billionaire imperfect, flawed humans. So what makes them, or one of them, above it? What makes Jay-Z above it? What makes Beyonce above it? Oh, because you like the album. Make it make sense. None of them get a pass. Because in my opinion, I understand what it takes to get up there to the tippy top where they at. And you're not about to tell me their hands is clean. Beyonce neither. You're not about to tell me that. It literally does not exist like that. It doesn't. Now, a lot of people gonna feel, oh, but Beyonce is never, she's been unproblematic. Girl, in my opinion, Beyonce Mo sold her off to Jay-Z at the age of 15, 16. All of a sudden, Jay-Z fell out with her paw. He probably was stealing money from her, but it ain't bother her. It ain't really bother her until Jay popped in the picture. Then she fired her daddy. She went off with Jay-Z. That boy, in my opinion, what I believe to be, that boy was with that girl when she was 14, 15, and Tina Knowles was right there. Tina Knowles was right there. And this was a business decision. This ain't had nothing to do with love. Y'all let that doggone lemonade shit fuck y'all up to believe that this is true love. They not in love. This is business. See, y'all don't understand politics. Y'all don't understand how politics work in the industry. They are paired together for a reason. Same reason why Eddie Murphy's son or daughter is marrying Martin Lawrence's son or something like that. Why they two kids are getting married. It's done by design. I need y'all to wake up. Because guess what? 15, 16, Tina was right there. What is we talking about? Remember on the Color Purple? Remember when Mr. came by and he wanted Nettie? And the man said, no, you can't have Nettie, but you can have Celie. That still happens in 2024. That still happens in 2024. People sell their children. It's a fact. Black people sell their children. Get used to it. All right. Now, let's get to the night in question. So on the night in question, the MTV Music Awards, I don't know if y'all remember what that looked like, what was going on back then. I'll give it to you. So at the time, J-Lo was dating Diddy, cosplaying as a singer, using Ashanti's voice and cosplaying Milli Vanilli. Let's talk about it. Girl, I thought it was her singing Jenny from the Block and all that stuff. Girl, it wasn't even her. No wonder she was saying the nigga word, because it was Ashanti. It wasn't her. You feel what I'm saying? So, Aaliyah goes away. Now we need a new black woman to reign. And then all of this era pushes in. Now they're going to push J-Lo toward the Hispanics. So they ain't really tripping on her. But now we need Beyonce to pair up with Jay-Z, because Beyonce is going to go this way and go soar this way. And Jay-Z is going to get to the top too so much. That's why he said, I'm not a rapper. I'm a businessman and shit like that. He used to say, because he understood this is temporary to get me where I really want to go. Okay. So around the year 2000, all of these people were friends with each other. They were all cool. Look at Jay-Z and what's the girl name? Not Jay-Z. Look at Diddy and J-Lo. You see it? Then you got Jay-Z. That's when he was even uglier then. Back then, look at Jay-Z. These are all from the 2000s. You got to remember the time. I was there. You got to remember the times like Michael Jackson. Remember, there's a lot of people named in these lawsuits. J-Lo is named in the lawsuits. Jay-Z is named in some of the lawsuits. Diddy is named in the lawsuits. Of course, they're going to deny it. Who's going to say, yeah, I did it? But they all were named in these lawsuits because they all hung out together. They all hung out together. Okay? Now, so where was I going? Oh, so yeah, all of these people hung out in the same friend group. All of these people were, at the time, from what I'm hearing through the lawsuits, were participating in the freak offs. There are pictures with Aaliyah over there with the all white on the yacht and all of that. My heart goes out to Aaliyah because they caught that girl at a little bitty girl and groomed her. Timberland was over there talking about how he was in love with her, and y'all got her at 16, nigga. Y'all got her at 16, nigga. That was a child. And Timberland was describing how he used to fantasize about Aaliyah. And that just went over all our head, huh? Nevertheless, all of these people hung in the same circles. Now, when the lawsuit comes out and they're saying it's a 13-year-old girl at these parties, a lot of people are like, oh, that's impossible. Who allows that 13-year-old to go to a party? Well, I should ask y'all that question when it comes to R. Kelly and that tape. Y'all remember the tape? Remember they was bootlegging them and selling them on the streets? That was a 13-year-old girl. Where was her mama? Y'all remember all the other victims from surviving R. Kelly? They was 13, 14, 15. Where was their mama? So don't tell me a 13-year-old at a party with grown folks is impossible, because it's not. People sell their children. This ain't got nothing to do with race. This has got everything to do with holding people accountable. Holding people accountable. This ain't got nothing to do with race. This is all about holding people accountable. Because if y'all believe for 1 second that a 13-year-old being at a party with grown people is insane, then you obviously didn't grow up back then. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I was born in 83. It was a time they would let 14, 15-year-old meet in the club. Them people didn't care. I could go in certain cities. It was a different time. It was a whole different time. It's not like now where, oh, let me see your ID. Them people didn't do all of that. Girl, we used to be at the gay club, the strip club. Girl, we all up and down. Girl, please, what is we talking about? And walk right in. 14, 15, 16 years old. What y'all talking about? You had to be there to understand that a 13-year-old at a party like this is not far-fetched. It literally is not. I know it sounds weird today, but it wasn't far-fetched. Actually, it was extremely common. And then when the 13, 14-year-old hanging with the grown dudes, what the mama say? She fast. Not holding accountable the man. Oh, she fast. It's just what it is. So I found it very rich that a lot of black people like, I don't believe it because she was 13. It don't make sense. Her mama. A lot of their mamas drop their churn off. What you talking about? Especially if money involved, nigga, please. What you mean? To a poor broke mama? And I can get a quick 5 racks just to have my daughter go to a party? Hell yeah. A lot of women were doing it, and they do it in 2024. Okay? So let's get into some more proof that this is actually something that happens. Shout out to Allie Carter. This is the only Diddy victim. Hold on. Allie Carter is the only Diddy victim that has come forward that I 100% believe. I don't know why, but then again, my belief radar is off because I believe Lamisha crazy ass, blockhead ass. But something about Allie Carter, I believe her. I don't know. But she, amongst a couple other people, even named in the lawsuit, they basically named Jay-Z and Beyonce. This is not nothing new. And these are old videos. I don't understand. Oh, let me say this too. All you Negroes reposting Sloan Bella, that clear woman who got y'all food, telling y'all she a psychic. That lady ain't no medium or no psychic. She a fed, allegedly. I believe. They ain't got no spirituality. So please stop coming out. But Sloan Bella did this. Sloan Bella ain't do a goddamn thing. She just got the inside tips. Okay? Sloan Bella called it. Ooh, Sloan Bella. You mean all these spirited Negroes that have went between here and the underworld, instead of going through all of these black spiritual people, they pick Sloan Bella. Go lay down. Go lay down. Of all the people to send messages to, all of the Negroes that have gone on to glory decide they're going to go to Sloan Bella. Make it make sense. Okay? Now, let's get into what Allie had to say about who all was down to the freak off. Now, she's saying a lot of real crazy stuff. I'm going to let it play. Screw it.
But that I don't even know who it belongs to.
Let me back up a little bit.
People cut off
No,
limbs
back it up
and
all
want
the
you to
way.
have. Yes, there were shrines used for rituals. There's bloody places. There's parts where there's limbs. People cut off limbs and want you to have sex in it. There's blood. There's blood that I don't even know who it belongs to. There's a lot.
So hang on. So someone like the people that you've named are here at these shrines where there is human flesh, bones, human body parts, and they want people to participate in orgies in amongst all of this human blood. Is that a satanic ritual feces? Is this a satanic ritual that they are participating in?
Yes. Yes, there's people who want to, there's people who have sex with animals, dead animals. I was taken and told that I had to give a blowjob to Biden.
So Joe Biden was there at this shrine.
Mm-hmm. Something happened. I don't know what happened. I was down there for a while. There's certain people that you don't talk about because you just don't. There were certain people that I seen down there, from Beyonce, Jay-Z.
Who you saw down there, Allie?
Because you just don't. There were certain people that I seen down there, from Beyonce, Jay-Z.
This is old. Multiple people have mentioned Jay-Z and Beyonce at the after parties. There were some really horrible, heinous things that a lot of us can't wrap our minds around because we ain't never seen it. It doesn't exist in our real life. But we are talking about celebrities who have billions and millions of dollars. Yeah, our brains don't even think the same. Our desires aren't nowhere near the desires of a millionaire or a billionaire. They don't just have regular sex. It don't even get them off no more. That's why they do the crazy stuff. And people are like, well, you got money. Why not just go pay for some coochie? Because that's too easy. That's too easy. They like the thought and the whole situation of it all. This girl talked about ritual. See, it's bigger than the actual intercourse of sex. It's bigger than that. She talking about them people having sex in blood. And come on, man. Again, because we can't think it, we don't think it exists. I believe it. Because I've seen, not just with this, but I've seen, matter of fact, hold on, let me show you this too. I've seen other photos and did a lot of other research on the stuff that be happening at these parties. And again, I see why people say it just doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, it makes all the sense in the world. Hold on. We're going to get it. I'm going to show you why it makes all the sense in the world. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Because see, a lot of people don't want to accept that your reality isn't everybody else's. And it just isn't. I know. We want to believe that these people that we look up to and enjoy their music and all that stuff, that these are great people. But at the end of the day, they're not. Most of them are devils. Period. Point blank. I want to show you something. I remember I posted it to my community tab a while ago. I want to show you something to let you know that I'm not tripping on what I'm saying. They put it right in front of your face any doggone way. So I personally don't understand why people don't believe that this stuff is really happening. The music industry is a very dark and disgusting and deranged industry, okay? But most people won't see that because they have their faves. We got to get out of our feelings and get into this knowledge because this stuff is real. Get the likes up on the video. Hold on. 1 second. I know I posted it to my community tab before. Get the likes up on the video. There's no reason certain celebrities should be rubbing shoulders with certain other celebrities. But most people are going to say, no, it's just coincidence. It's just that and the third. No. That ain't no coincidence. Hold on. Let me get it for y'all. Damn, how far down is it? Girl, look at Nikki on here looking crazy. Get the likes up on the video. I want to show y'all something. I'm going to get this video. Hold on. I gotta go over here and get it. Hold on. I'm going on Twitter. Get the likes up on the video, guys, because we've been on here too long. Jesus Christ. Hold on. You know, when people put certain things in front of you, you should ask yourself, why is this a thing, right? Is this blurry? We can use it. Look, why would Jay-Z be friends with the likes of people who do blood rituals, who openly say and do blood rituals? It's documented. Why would Jay-Z be on a video rapping music with this witch right here? They show you what it is right in front of your face. And guess what? I'll do you one better. If Jay-Z is in community with these people, what you think Beyonce is? You see how they always be doing this by their eyes and all of that? All of them. What you think is going on? What do you believe is really going on? What do you think this just for the photos? This is done on purpose. Hell, don't Beyonce talking about she be channeling Orisha? Who? Not Orisha. Who she said she be doing? One of them Greek gods. That's what they telling you what it is. So I don't understand why this stuff is so. Oh, it can't be true. No, it's true. Now the guy Tony Busby, who's the lawyer in the case, he's the one who brought the charges on Jay-Z. And basically, Jay-Z tried to basically say the lawyer is trying to do a money grab. It's all cap. It's not real. All types of craziness, right? But the lawyer was like, I've been hit you up about this. What are you talking about? Now, Ocean, that's what it was. Ocean. Thank you, Cleopatra. Let me say this as it pertains to Beyonce. Let me say this. We have known Jay-Z to dodge lawsuits. We have known him to just cease and desist. Get it away. Take it away. You know, because he don't want nothing messed up on his name. And I believe, too, that they are being sent out to attack Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Diddy. I believe that. But they're not attacking them on stuff they made up. They're attacking them on stuff they actually did. I keep telling y'all the way the industry works is the industry allow you to do whatever you want. But when Mad Day come from the industry, you got to know they're going to spray you with that, all that whatever. Okay? So they're not making up stuff on these people. They're just going back and get the stuff they did. They're not making this stuff up. So Diddy tried to say that it was a money grab. The man came out, the attorney, Tony Busby, and he said this. Regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my client, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. Because, oh yeah, Jay-Z did try to sue him, allegedly, according to him, under an anonymous name, because he was saying that he's basically attacking him and all that stuff. He said he filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. He says, as far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media. So the lawyer saying, shit, quiet as it's kept. You around here saying this, that, and the third, but you sued me under a fake name to not have this out. And we know we seen him quiet down the son, or at least try to quiet down the alleged son who like 20-something years old. That's what he does. He don't want his name wrapped around no bull. That's what he does. And the lawyer is also saying, look, we ain't got to battle it back and forth through the media. Let's go to court. Let's go to court. Let's let the lawsuit itself speak for itself. But Jay-Z is trying to avoid that, people. He's avoiding that because he knows that a lot of things come out during discovery that's going to not make him look good. Now, some people are like, oh, he should have just did the mediation. I saw on Tariq Live, he was saying, no, mediation means money. And it does. It probably does. They probably going to talk about a cash value of basically, hey, pay me this and I'll shut up. But oh well. Oh well. Y'all doing a lot of craziness behind the scenes. At the end of the day, if it would have behooved him to just go ahead on and pay the girl or whoever she is. Because now we're here on the cusp of the whole Super Bowl situation, the Diddy allegations that he's trying to separate himself from. Yeah, that don't work like that. Jay-Z came out and he said this. We're going to read what Jay-Z said because the lawyer was responding to this letter. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer, he put it in quotes, named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of those allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. He says, no, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? I agree. I agree. What are the statute of limitations? Are they past that? And if not, this is what I have to say about the victims. You should be monetarily compensated, but why aren't we putting these people in jail? I'll never understand that. Because if you mess with me, you do me wrong, I want you in prison, under the prison. Matter of fact, I want the death penalty. These allegations are so heinous in nature. We already read that. These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I had done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. Jay-Z didn't write this. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see this press and ask questions about the nature of these claims. And I explain the cruelty and greed of people. Well, I don't give a damn about blue, yellow, and red. I don't care. I'm sorry. I I don't give a damn. How many children went hungry because of what y'all did to people? How many people went crazy and lost everything? I don't give a damn about you sitting down with blue, yellow, and red to tell them, oh, they lying. I don't care. I thought I had that paper towel over here. I don't care. That's between you and blue, yellow, and red. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Sit down with them and say, baby girl, they lying. But see, the problem is, unless y'all take the internet from them, they're able to go research a lot of things. I don't give a damn about no rich billionaire kids. I don't care. Y'all can. I don't care nothing about the feelings of rich billionaire, millionaire kids. I don't care about Diddy Churn, not even the little soy milk little girl. What's her name? Love. I don't care about her feelings. I don't care about none of them churn. I don't care about blue, yellow, and red feelings. I don't care. I care about the po nigga baby, they feelings. I don't care about them churn. I don't care. I don't want nothing bad to happen to them, but I'm talking about their feelings. I don't care. I literally do not care. Not sorry about it. Moving on. Heartbreak. Boy, please. Anyways, children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirits. Y'all ain't human. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in a costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man. Young, nigga, you like 60. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. Here we go. Oh, Lord. Every time a nigga get in trouble, I made it out the hood. Shut your ugly ass up. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theories, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me. That if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. Now, what we not gonna do, Jigga, my nigga, is act like children aren't around. If it's not you, the people that you rub shoulders with and you hang with. Don't do that. You was friends with Diddy. Okay, where's Ava Carter? Y'all remember the clear girl who came? He said, Diddy say, introduce yourself. And she said, my name's Ava. I'm a tourist. He said, no, not like that, not like that. Tell him about yourself. The other introduction I taught you. And she said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm Ava. I'm 13. I'm scared. He said, what? She said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ava Combs, that's her name. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Diddy's my new father. He's my new dad. Where that little girl at? Since children are the priority and you protect children, where's Ava Combs, nigga? That's what I be talking about. The people be lying, girl. And if you could sit up there and say you protect children and this, that, and the third whole tea, all your prior girlfriends were children. Hello. All the prior girlfriends you had, Foxy, were children. Be children. Nah, you protecting churn. You wasn't protecting no churn. That wasn't what you're doing, Jigga. You ain't protect the goddamn thing. You was actually messing with the churn, allegedly. So the statement gives me BS off the cuff. That's just me. I might be wrong. That's just me. This is my thing as it pertains to this case. What Jay-Z is doing is what TD is trying to do as well. What Jay-Z is doing is getting on here, acting like all of these things are crazy and absurd and it's all a lie and none of this could never be possible because, how, Sway? I'm Jay-Z. I'm the businessman. I went from selling your family drugs to selling them drugs through the albums. I could never do this. This is not my character. I wear suits with dreads. I would never do this. That's what you want people to think. And that don't go like that. Now look at 50 Cent. 50, you better tread light. Because I 50 Cent pops up with the meme. He says, okay, I don't know what's going on, but are we still going to have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for a friend. Here go 50 with the trolling. 50 tread light, bro. I don't care what nobody said. I said it first. 50 Day coming too. Now, I don't know what 50 did. I ain't saying he did nothing. Them people don't let nobody live. So I'm here for a 50 troll. I'm here for it. But I think you should tread light. Because if they can go get Jay and Diddy, you got to know they come and get you at some point. But I'm here for the troll. I'm here for the troll. I'm here for the troll because I think all y'all need to go down. But I'm just saying. It was cute. It was funny. And I don't know if they'll use truth about you, 50, or if they'll use lies. But they control the media and the minds of the people. They're going to have them believing whatever they say you're going to do. Whatever they're going to say you did, they're going to have people believing you did that shit. And all of the fans from the Diddy's and the J's and all them people who watch you troll, they can't wait. They rubbing hands like Birdman. They can't wait to get you back. I'm just saying, if I was 50, trolling is cute every now and again, but I'll probably sit this one out. I ain't gonna lie. But that's just me. Everybody different. Everybody different. Everybody different. Beyonce's people is trying to say she has nothing to do with that. Oh, it's Diddy. It's Jay-Z. I believe Jay-Z did it, but Beyonce would never. How you know? You don't know this hoe. You don't know Beyonce. How you know what she'll do? You don't know. You don't know. So stop the cap. Stop with the cap. Okay? Now, this is how I feel about this whole situation. Jay-Z and Beyonce have been Rock Nation, putting the rock sign up, doing the stuff by the eyes. Hold on, I got them all. They have been showing allegiance to these evil people for a long time. Just because these people put on this whole, oh, we're holier than thou, we're above it all, don't mean that they ain't in on the bullshit. See, y'all think that just mean Rockefeller. That don't go like that. More than times, you are who you hang with. Not all the time, but for the most times, you are who you hang with. And if Beyonce is married to Jay-Z, who's best friends with Diddy, and birds of a feather flock together and 1 + 1 = 2, then I have to go off out on a limb and say, I believe all y'all did some old jacked up, nasty stuff. I don't believe none of y'all. Right, Gypsy Hustle? Did she make a song? I don't care if we on the run. Baby, long as I'm next to you. My girl said she ready to do life behind her nigga. What's up? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'll say, for me, though, I believe that the powers that be are taking all of these top people down so that they can refresh and regroup with some new ignorant Negroes. See, now the next group of people they're going to bring in, they so slow. You know, they coming out of the education system. They dumb as a box of rocks. They'll have more control over them. But what they're doing is making this easy so they can usher in the next group of Negroes who going to sell out for $1 and sell their people under the bus. That's what I believe. I don't know it to be a fact. That's just what I believe. Remember when y'all said Kanye was crazy and he was telling y'all what was really going on? Get Ye on here.
Categorize. They can't control you. It's scary. They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to
categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slights from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slights from nobody. It's God.
He about to really tell you what the hell is going on in this industry, even spilling his own tea. Check him out.
It's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Well, by who, Kanye? Duh, we already know the answer to that. That's rhetorical. But his mama was sacrificed. What else?
Me too. You understand?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
That's more important than thinking about it.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
It's scary. They can't control you. They can't.
This was around the time that people were saying that Kanye is just crazy. Oh, he just out here off his meds. He's bipolar, all types of stuff. Not even realizing that Kanye was really telling y'all they drugging me, but I'm about to get y'all to see anyway. But they knew, the powers that be knew, that most people would just write him off as crazy and most people won't listen. He telling y'all what's going on. All these people, when Jennifer Hudson lost her whole family, I'm saying, what in the hell? There's so many coincidences around this stuff. Jay-Z been cool with Diddy. All the man, come on, man. Look at behind. Come on, man. They been doing this. They ain't just jump off the porch with this. And if Puffy is the devil that we believe he is, what makes you think Jay-Z is different? I will never understand. Or any of the other people around them. What would make you think that they're different? Real talk. Hold on, I want to show you something else. Real talk. Y'all remember him with Foxy? When you really pay attention and you go back and look at it, Foxy still got a baby face. Foxy still look, I know she probably was stacked and built like a grown woman. I get that. A lot of us were back in the day. Not me. But a lot of women back in the day in our time was. But she still looked like a baby in the face. What you mean you protect the children? No, you don't. No, you don't. And this ain't got nothing to do with race. It's just your turn. That's it. It's just your turn. This ain't white supremacy. This is your turn. When you get in the bed with the so-called white supremacists that y'all believe is tearing us down, when you get in the bed with them, you got to know this. Your turn gonna come. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Hold on. Not that. Like I said, Them boys been together. Them boys been cool. Them boys been rocking. And if one is the devil, I can't help but think the other one is the devil too. I don't care what none of y'all say. And if Beyonce married to the devil, then call her devil-less. You see what I'm saying? If one is the devil and he's super, super tight with another dude, then I believe that they both devils. And if Beyonce married one of the devils, she just as much of a devil as all the rest of them. Talking about she over there morphing into a whole nother entity and being when she on stage and made it cute, calling it Sasha Fierce. And y'all like, oh, it's cute. Beyonce turns into Sasha Fierce. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's not cute. Like Tory Lanez daddy said, Rock Nation, you will crumble. You will crumble. I believe they the reason why Tory Lanez is in jail. I do. I do. Y'all don't have to believe it. That's just what I believe. I believe that is the reason why that boy is in jail. Period. Thank you for the super chat. Let me read some of these super chats. Your Highness, thank you for the super chat. Ray Charles can see she had surgery. Amanda ain't saying nothing. Yeah, she's talking about the Nene leaks and the Amanda Seals thing. And we all know that girl had surgery. I think my biggest issue is Amanda Seals minds everybody's business but her own. Probably because she don't have none. And Amanda Seals need to go over to Grenada and talk to those girls. Leave the Black Americans alone. We didn't ask her for nothing. Thank you for the super chat, Your Highness. Miss Parker, thank you for the super chat. For the people in the back, hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button for the people in the back, please. Daisha, thank you for the super chat. I just got in here, but me and my mama love you. Oh, I love y'all more. Tell mama I say hey. Hey, mama. Esther, thank you for the super chat. So rappers are the only ones being held accountable for the art, but no one else coughs bullshit. Exactly. And that's in pertaining to Andrew Schulz talking about the hip hop community and how it treats Black women. He don't give a damn about how Black women are treated in hip hop. He don't give a damn about how women are treated in nothing. He just trying to use that as a reason to say, I get to say it because you do it. Your Highness, thank you for the super chat. What's funny is his birthday was a few days ago. Today is mine. Happy 40th birthday to me, Sagittarius gang. Happy birthday. You know, I saw this too. They were saying, and this might be a conspiracy theory, but they were saying that Beyonce's birthday is September 4th, Jay-Z's birthday is December 4th, and Puffy's birthday is, I can't remember the month, but he's born on the 4th too. Now the conspiracy theory says that, remember the 444 album? Listen, it's not far-fetched. The conspiracy theory says that the 444 album was to represent Jay, Puff, and Beyonce. I don't know it to be a fact. November 4th? Okay, yeah. They said, I didn't say it, but they say that that's the whole 444 album and what it really stands for. I don't know it to be a fact. Do with that information as you please, but that's what they said. And they always together, so I don't know. But happy birthday, Your Highness. Happy birthday. We'll do the birthday song at the end of the chat. Anais, thank you for the super chat. Aaliyah just had it. Beyonce, no. And that's a fact. You had to be there in the early 2000s to know that. Aaliyah just had the it factor that Beyonce didn't. They actually, to be completely honest, Beyonce was forced on us. And now she has it. But does she really have it? Or is it that we're just used to them telling us she has the it factor? I always wonder that. Because I know artists that are better than her, dancing and singing. Miss Parker, thank you for the super chat. I see they're trying to give Sloan Bella the credit, but Jaguar called that in 2020. Facts. Jag been over here dragging for Jay-Z, but nobody didn't want to listen because Jaguar was a bald-head, dark-skinned girl. Let's talk about it. Not my Jay. I'm not listening to no bald-head, nappy-head black girl. Y'all know how I go with dark-skinned black women. Thank you for the super chat. Gypsy Hustle, thank you for the super chat. Models flew out in Dubai. They are all wicked. Girl, don't get me started on what they say they be doing down there in Dubai. Girl, they say that's where all the baddies go. They say that's where Zeus did it. Lemmy Well, they say that's where he be bringing all the baddies. I don't know. I don't be there. Thank you, Pure Joy, for the super chat. Vu, Beyonce is a Yoruba priestess. Oshun is her Orisha. Yellow is her color. She's the goddess of love and fertility. And what else? I'm just saying. I know that's what she's saying. That's what the paperwork say, but you never know with these people. Thank you, Pure Joy. Your Highness, thank you for the super sticker and thank you for the super chat. Cat Williams told y'all that 2024 was the year. Yes, he did. He sure did. I know he said it because I was there when he said it. Yes, he did. And we gonna end on his little video too. Get the likes up on the video. Like the man said, Rock Nation will crumble. Rock Nation, you will crumble. As sure as he said he is, Rock Nation, you will crumble. Let me get him up here so he can tell y'all. Because I don't want y'all to listen. When that man said that with that conviction in his voice, I'm talking about Tory Lane's daddy, I believed him. And I believed it was bigger than the case with that boy, with Tory. It was just the fact of they are doing people dirty. I won't get the whole speech that he said. Hold on, because I want you to hear the whole thing. And he talked about what Jay-Z has been doing behind the scenes with these young boys. Y'all get up. You like the video. Look at watch this speech and what he says.
Wicked system of rock. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z. Yes. Yes. You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. Amen. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man.
Don't let that go over your head. He said you have traded and bartered the souls of young men.
Say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. Amen. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Ta and Alex Bart. They met on Saturday before. They met with our witness. And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutors in the LAPD's office. Tell me how there's no fingerprints. My God Almighty, I call heaven and earth to be a record today. That's that right. Rock Nation, right. You will crumble. I am an apostle of God, that's right. And you will know who I am. That's right. Say that, man. Come on.
And he said what he said, and he walked away. Like I say, I remember this video, and I felt the conviction from his voice. I know people were all in the feelings. We were doing the whole COVID thing. Everybody was looking at one person as a victim and the other one as just this horrible person. We still don't know what the hell happened on that night. But what I will say is when he talked about what Jay-Z has been doing all these years, it told me that not only was the father aware of who these people were, so was Tory, because Tory didn't want nothing to do with Rock Nation. And then, in my opinion, what I believe, they sent in reinforcements, which was Meg. Because it's just too coincidental that here come Meg now all of a sudden after he don't want to deal with Rock Nation, or even during the time he don't want to deal with Rock Nation. And I believe that what's his name? I believe that Tory saw that and he knew that, and maybe I don't know it, but maybe they have some sort of spiritual sense where they can tell when something is not a good thing for them, and they decided, yeah, we're not doing it. But him getting on here telling y'all how he done cracked the code to basically Xing out the industry, shortly after that is when all his trouble started. Call it a coincidence if you want. Now, we're going to end this on Cat Williams' words and what he said at the top of the year, because they still reign true. They say he's doing another interview with Uncle Shannon Sharp here. Hold on. They say he's doing another interview with Shannon Sharp at the top of the year for 2025. I don't think this was a thing for the year. I think this whole awakening of truth is a age of Aquarius thing, and an age lasts longer than a year. I think we are only at the beginning of seeing that your faves are not who you think they are, and that's okay. I just want us to detach ourselves from these faves so that when we receive the information, some of it's going to be a bunch of bull, but when we receive the true information, we don't shun it away because we believe these people are better than they probably really are. Let's get into what Kat had to say.
If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson.
Pause. I want to show you something. I want to show y'all something. I want to show you something. I want to rewind him just a bit, and then I'm going to show you something.
Where? And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. Get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere.
Let me pause him right quick. Let me show you how sometimes when you just pay attention, you get to see that sometimes what these people is saying can have truth to it. He said you get a weird-faced, light-skinned woman who never do interviews. Listen. This is what he said. Look at Steve Harvey. He said, now what he said applies to 7 different people. I don't know if it's these 7, but I'm just showing you that what he said has literally materialized already. Look. Steve Harvey and his woman said in his woman, this is the most weirdest face light-skinned girl I've ever seen. I ain't gonna lie. But Kevin Hart and his woman, Faison and his woman, Martin and his woman, what's his name? The stand-up dude. Girl, what is it? Ludacris and his woman, and also Chris Tucker and his woman. Now, take the information and do with it as you please. Kendrick Lamar and his woman, yes. We can roll it out. Kendrick Lamar and his, somebody say Offset. Offset and his woman. I'm just saying, what he's saying or what he has said has literally materialized. Don't let that part go over your head. We just didn't notice it. Check it back out. Look.
And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose.
Usher and his woman for sure. God have mercy.
When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Fact. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
And you haven't known one of these.
Amen.
Like I see, there's an awakening happening, and this is where we at. I don't want my people to get lost in what can be sometimes the illusion that every single thing is about white supremacy. That is a bold-faced lie. Sometimes your own people will get in bed with the white supremacists and partner with them to tear you down, whether it's emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or just physically. That's what these billionaires did. This ain't got nothing to do with white supremacy. Sometimes the enemy can be the people who look just like you. So we supposed to just get them a pass because they black. This ain't nobody just attacking Jay-Z and Diddy. They using their own tea and giving it right back to them in front of the public so that we can shame them. It's just a fact. So y'all can sit up here and say, oh, they're just trying to kill two black brothers. They black brothers. I don't believe it because they black. They black. These are black brothers. Black white people don't like to see black brothers with money if they didn't like to see them with black. If white people really didn't like to see black people with money, why would they give it to them in the first place? Let's use our head. If white supremacy was so horrible that they don't want to see black people make it, then why do you think they allow? Because they allow. We are under their system. Why would they allow them to get it from the first place? See, it's deeper than race. That's what we fight about on the pole level. That's the pole nigga level. We fight about race. See, race is a situation that happens in these situations, and it is a factor. However, they understand we got to pick a few of them and put them up on this pedestal to give them the illusion of a few things. Number one, you can make it, which 98% of us won't. Number two, that these people are on your side, but we're going to be behind the scenes, pulling the strings of these people, getting them to do our dirty work. Jay-Z, Puffy, 50, all these niggas, all these big dick deviants, as Cat called them, they're all puppets. It's their turn. You can't step in the red ant pile, then get mad when you get bit. They all stepped in the red ant pile. We need to sit back and watch them fight off the ants. You get it? And that's just that on that. With that being said, I'm about to get off of here. I love each and every one of y'all. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We don't normally last 3 doggone hours, but I'm at home, and that's how I be, girl. Anyway, y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. You guys, if you are returning to the channel, welcome back. Like the video if you haven't already. Y'all already know how we roll around here. I done joked y'all in, so I guess I got the joke y'all out. But before we do that, happy birthday to everybody in the chat celebrating a birthday. Drop the cakes in the chat, and then soon after, I will joke y'all up out of here. Love y'all down to the ground. Peace. Happy birthday.
The voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.